Boys and girls, it's Friday, it's 10 p.m. It is time for you to take your official visit to Butt State University, the only school that cannot point to Kelowna on a map, and quite frankly, we don't give a damn. Go Birds. For Dan and Matt, I'm Chris, and we cordially invite you to kick back, relax, and enjoy another edition of Butt State Live.
Tonight on the Butt State Show, T-Birds in the Western Conference Final. Coach Matt cries about the Red Wings. Does anyone at all like James Harden? Is Coach Chris a Batman fan or fetishist? Is Beast Mode's birthday the happiest birthday? Undoubtedly yes. And is our Dean of Students the Cockledy or Cockledur? All to be answered right now. Well, hey.
Well, back on YouTube.
Well, that's kind of whack. There's no transition. I want to see the nice fade. There we go.
Oh man, it's the truth. The more my hair grows out, the more bald I am. Like it's easier to see how fucking this. Oh well.
I really think you should start just cutting it back.
Oh fuck no!
Just run that shit back.
Well, I
slowly, accentuate the baldness.
Like Jerry Rice, like just cut this piece out and then grow cornrows back.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
You know when he played in Seattle?
Yeah. I didn't give a shit, Jerry. You do what you want with your hair, man. I'm not talking shit.
He was deadly in the slot, even in old age.
Jerry, I saw Jerry Rice catch a touchdown pass on Monday Night Football when he was playing for Seattle, and I felt like I watched the Lord create just a tiny little piece of the earth. That's how special that was to me.
Did your dick kind of go?
Get off Jerry's dick!
Yeah. Well, again, welcome back, everybody. It's the Butt State Show live. We're here on our new home. Not really physically speaking, our new home, because we're always here in the Bat Cave. But
we just go back.
It's the first night on the Hamburger House Network. We're christening the new network, our new home. You can always hit us up, as always, on the Facebook page. You can hit us up on Twitter at Butt State Show.
Do that.
Or shoot us an email at buttstateshow@gmail.com. YouTube can't keep us down. Fucking kiss our asshole. That's all I gotta say. Bass Rootin', we're coming for you one day. Your ankles will get snapped. I'm coming for you. Once I'm
Bass,
rich enough
I'm
to.
just gonna shake your hand, let you know I'm a fan.
All I know is
he shouldn't have been disputing any.
Conor McGregor's out at work, and as soon as I get enough money to, I'm paying him to come fucking snap your ankle in that dirty old fucking darkened diner that you filmed that video.
Terrible choice of all the guys you could go. Like, do you realize Bass Rootin' is a much larger man, I believe.
Well, he's got a lot of time in his hands too. I think he would have no problem just flying out here just to beat my ass from whatever he's doing.
Man, to be again, like we say every time, that will be the day though that the Butt State Show rockets into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got a nice interview from my hospital bed from Como. So they say he punched you in the throat, saying daggity daggity dang.
Daggity daggity dang.
So are you in your hospital bed and then Bass Rootin' beats you with the bedpan and then sticks a catheter up your ass?
Just keeps beating me over and over again. I don't go back till Thursday, so you're going to get a lot of beatings.
Now, is a catheter up your ass actually like preferable?
Isn't that what Stone Cold did to Vince McMahon? Don't you guys remember that bit on Raw?
No,
when Vince McMahon had the broken ankle and he was in the hospital and Stone Cold came in dressed up like a nurse. He's like, Vince is like, who's this nurse? He's like, don't worry about it. I got this son bitch. And the doctor's like, all right, well, I'm going to leave now. And then he pulls out a bedpan.
Stone Cold sounds exactly like Danny Glover.
I don't know, dude. What else? What is a catheter long and metal?
It's not metal.
Well,
not anymore.
I should certainly hope not.
Well,
that made me. That
it's so chilly.
He shoved some long metal. Well, he didn't act, but he was like, "Yeah."
You know where they put those things?
Oh, do you want to get us toasted? We got to get some drinks, huh?
Well, so then we have two liquors review.
Should we drink the dirt first?
I think you start with the good.
Taste the dirt? No, you don't go backwards. You don't work backwards. Because that'll make it taste even worse.
We previewed this on Twitter a little bit.
Much, though, you'll be drunk.
You can check it out on Twitter, but we previewed this. I previewed this. It's a tad bit. I didn't drink it, but $10.99. So this is the hunter shelf, right? The greasy.
This is the bottom of the bottom shelf.
Should we go with the greasy shelf?
I hate this shit.
Hunter class. It's not Canadian hunter class.
I've had McNaughton's, and I would rather drink 12 bottles of Canadian Hunter.
Wow. I'm not looking forward to this.
Of Ray's piss jugs compared to a bottle of McNaughton's. If you got drunk equally. 2 piss jugs. 2 piss jugs? You drink before you drink 1 bottle of McNaughton's?
That's the way of the road, boys.
Yeah, it's the fucking way she goes.
Oh, yeah. It smells like rubbing out there.
I don't know why we haven't thought about this yet, but we probably ought to be reaching out to that SwearNet community, too.
I did a couple.
Our network doesn't cost $50 a month, and we make more content.
So I
What
posted.
the fuck? Obviously, oh, sorry. We shouldn't have done that. We have a kind of a disgruntled SwearNet fan here.
I basically just always got to fucking stick up my craw about something.
I was one of the first, and they never called me.
The funny thing was, I think they called me one morning, but I was like, I had to go to work, and back when I was working at 7-Eleven, so I stayed up all night, and they called me at like 6 in the morning, and I was like, fuck you guys.
I brought 3 over.
Why?
They's holding their handy somewhere.
Oh, there it is. It's in the front.
Hey, put it in the front there.
But no, I did. I did like a 30-second video on Twitter, like a greasy review
Preview.
teaser.
A teaser.
And I tagged the trailer park. Yeah, I did. I tagged the trailer, or I tweeted at the Trailer Park Boys. McNaughton's $10.99.
Is get a bottle of Liquorman's, and then we'll tweet that.
Well, I would like to get a bottle of Liquorman's here.
So we got to order that online, right?
I think so.
How much is it?
It's got to be cheap. Other than it's probably like
I think it's $12.17 Kellogg's box tops.
Liquorman's?
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Gotta get a couple of Shreddies box tops.
I was about to say not Kellogg's, it'd be Shreddies.
Okay.
Zesty Morton, dressed all over.
It's jalapeno, Ricky. It's a flavor. Jalapeno and jalapeno, same thing.
All right, because anybody that doesn't watch Trailer Park Boys is going to be lost. Well, although, shame on you.
They're not our fucking friends.
Yeah,
they ain't no friends of mine.
All right, here we go. May those who love us, and may those who don't love us, may the Lord turn their hearts. And if he can't turn their hearts, may he turn their ankles, so we may know them by their limping. Cheers, boys.
Might be stumbling tonight.
Oh, here we go.
So I saw one of the best.
Oh, it's a sassy liquor.
That is rough.
One of these days.
Oh God, I'm with the chase. I need a beer.
I'm chasing.
First, let's get your score.
Yeah. Dan's chasing with what? What do you got here? Rockstar?
Citrus Rockstar.
Citrus Killer Citrus.
It's basically like Mountain Dew with extra
killer. That'll just kick you right in the pants.
Bro, it's killer.
Can you tell me what I gave the Huntermans? Because that's
the Huntermans
or the Huntermans.
I think that's what we should call it. No.
I believe it was a 1.5.
Can you tell me what I gave?
We gave it a combined score of 6 for the Canadian Hunter.
Okay, then I'll give this. I'll give this a 1 because that's
it's
you're
worse
right.
than the Hunter.
I would drink the Hunter before I drink.
No,
the
McNaughton's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, it's got a very.
I'll give it a 1.5.
It's an industrial tasting.
Because there's still a bottle worse than that one
somewhere.
Yeah.
Pea jugs. Literally, it's a bottle filled with pea.
Maybe it's just because I had that one. I had one like.
Did you have one rough night?
I had a Leahy night at Dan's house where I decided because everybody I forget what happened. There was nothing going on. I wanted to do something.
When was this?
I had a stick up my ass to just go do something. At your apartment.
Oh.
And Andy was there, and you and Andy were, I think, both pretty tired that night, and you weren't really trying to do shit. And I was just like, oh, I want to do something. And so I was watching Trailer Park Boys on the computer, and I had a half gallon of Black Velvet there. And the bottom, I mean, I don't know how much, I'm not going to try to be that guy. It was like I definitely didn't drink a half gallon of anything. But the bottom was like a good, significantly full, and it was a half gallon. And that night I finished that. But when I put the last bit of it away was during the scene where Leahy takes the pint and kills it to the head. So I think I'm cool, and I take the bottom of that bottle and kill it while I'm watching Leahy kill his. And we finish it about the same time. And that night I stood on Dan's back deck and just Ralph.
Oh yeah, I remember
all night long.
You're about 1.5 feet away from that old rotten pumpkin I had. I was on my deck the whole time.
It was good. It was kind of like puke lube. You know what I mean? It got my puke going. The rotten pumpkin smell.
It's a nice smellable epicac.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Dan was a pretty quality friend, though. I remember at least twice he checked to make sure I wasn't dead.
Well,
so
it's a liability if you fall on my deck. It's like I go to jail.
Right.
I go to jail like that.
So yeah. What was that you were talking about?
So I think Black Velvet to me though, for some reason, is worse than McNaughton. Although they're about the same.
What did you give it?
I gave it a 2, so that's a combined of 4.5. So indeed, it is worse than the Canadian Hunter.
You gave it a 2.
Just to be.
Because
it's in the Hunter.
Everybody gets their own.
It's a below average.
But what's its total score?
4.5.
Oh, 4.5. It didn't do real well.
No.
Is that our lowest liquor so far?
I would have to.
Hey, good for McNaughton. Hey, we got our lowest liquor so far, boys. Lowest scored liquor.
I really gotta start
the greasiest shit you can buy apparently so far. According to the Bud State Show.
$10.
McNaughton.
$10.
See, there's cheaper whiskey than that.
Yeah. Well, it was bottled in Canagua, New York. You tell me what that is. It's Canagua. Canagua.
Canagua.
Canagua.
Gordie Howie. Gordie.
It actually says Canada-Guaya.
Canagua.
Canada-Guaya.
Yeah, what the fuck? I didn't know there was a Canada-Guaya.
Sounds like a Rob
It's the
Schneider
Italian
character.
part of Canada.
I can't.
Canada-Guaya.
If there's an Adam Sandler movie that's going to be in Nova Scotia, it's going to be Rob Schneider's name.
Oh, the last thing we need is another Adam Sandler movie.
Wait, hold on. See,
there's been far too many, and they're all the same.
you're just too...
Hey, it's this guy who's got an anger problem, and he's trying to pick up some chick that's likely going to be like Jennifer Aniston or Drew Barrymore, and his friend is going to be Rob Schneider, who plays some sort of fucking ethnic stereotype.
And,
Rob
always.
Schneider
Well,
is
now
a
he's
stapler.
now he's got that the Nick Swardson dude doing shit with him now.
Nick's funny.
You know what? I just maybe I just am
I don't
too tied
dis-
to like
I like the old
our
Sandler.
generation's
buddy,
roots or whatever, but I just still enjoy Sandler. I don't like. I'm not like, oh, he's a comedy god. It just, but I enjoy Sandler.
okay,
there's nothing wrong with Sandler.
I'll say
I don't care if
I
it's
just don't
cheesy
enjoy
or
it
funny
as
or
day.
whatever.
I mean, it's just like he
I
makes
even
the same
I
movie
even chuckled
all the
at
time.
Grown Ups. Like I wouldn't say, oh, it's an awesome movie.
Grown
You
Ups is
gotta
probably-
see it.
Grown
But
Ups-
all those guys from Saturday Night Live be back together and doing funny shit.
It
I was
was
like,
funny.
and you could see every time Kevin James did anything, you could just see that was supposed to be Farley. It was evident.
Yeah.
Like, because it was the whole Saturday Night Live group.
Yeah, and Kevin James.
And
just
Kevin
thrown
James.
in. Well, because it was either that or they get Chris Farley's brother, who's nowhere near as funny as him.
No.
Isn't that
Right,
gotta be
no,
fucked? Like
no.
what? All those guys who are
I mean, like being Jim
Belushi.
Belushi.
I was just about
yeah.
to say, like all these guys who are the brothers of these amazing
Funny,
comics
man.
that die, and then they're like, "Oh, you got to be funny like him, right? Because you can't be like not funny because you're still his brother." And you're just like, "Nah."
Actually, I'm really not funny.
Chris Farley's brother is just like he looks like a bad Chris Farley impersonator, like a stunt double for Chris Farley. Like if Chris Farley had a motorcycle part in a movie where he had to like jump over a couple cars, his brother would be brought in to fucking ride the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Oh God! And
He's kind of funny sometimes.
but
Farley's brother, but not. You mean like being Charlie Murphy?
yeah, there's no way you're
Charlie
gonna measure
Murphy's
up.
funny as shit. Though.
No, he's
But
not.
You know what? No. Okay, hold on. Let me
seen his stand-up?
specify.
It's god-awful.
Yes. Let me. I don't think it's god awful, but
But it's
it's.
sketch.
All he does is he tells
Let's-
stories about
let's
shit that he did
specify.
because of being Eddie
Hold on.
Murphy's brother.
Let me specify. Charlie Murphy is the dude that if you hung out with him, if you drank beers and smoked with that guy, he would keep everybody in the room shitting their pants the entire time.
Right.
But yeah, as a and not to mention, you can't even compare him to Eddie Murphy. Because you're talking about one of the greatest of all time.
Because everyone was like, his amazing brother, Charlie Murphy, who's also kind of funny. They always like, at Emerald Queen Casino.
Yeah, I know, but you can't.
This Saturday.
You gotta know. Everybody, that's not even fair. That's like if Michael Jordan had a brother.
Well, exactly.
And his brother was like a 15-year
Did he? I thought he
player
did.
in the league.
All I'm saying is, if your brother's Michael Jordan, don't go play basketball. Maybe you should
I
go be a
hear you.
plumber or something. You know, like
But
excel in your own world.
But here's the only difference with Charlie Murphy. He was never trying to be a comedian.
But now he is.
He was but
He's doing stand up.
because everybody kept saying you're funny as hell.
No, he just sells. He'll put butts in seats. He's got notoriety now because of his name.
I don't hate Charlie Murphy, man. I think a lot
not
of shit
hating
he's
him.
done
You didn't,
is
think
funny.
you didn't think he was funny on the Chappelle Show?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
I was about to say.
So he's
it's
a good
some-
sketch
his-
comedian.
Well,
I could watch him do Buck Nasty for
It's
like
like
2 hours.
It's like Matt said. Like if you hung out with him, he's gonna be really funny. And if you get some really good comedic-minded people like Dave Chappelle and the way
Right.
that his writers can do to make it into a
That's
sketch,
what I'm saying. But
that's funny as
you
fuck
gotta
too.
think he was hanging out in Hollywood with Eddie Murphy and all those people, and people would be like, "Damn, Eddie Murphy's brother's funny as shit in a completely different
That's cool.
way."
There's plenty of people who are really funny and aren't good stand-up
No,
comedians.
they're not
or
good.
not good
comedians.
performers. You know what I
hear
mean?
you. I would not put his stand up up there anywhere on the top shelf.
And everyone's always like, these people will get up and do stand-up, and they're like kind of funny, and I'm like, well, they're just kind of funny, and people are like, well, I mean, the new one's gonna be George Carlin. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but like, I'm gonna judge you against the best when you're doing it. Like, if you go play pro football, I'm
No,
gonna
that's
judge you
not
against
true
Jim
at all.
Brown.
Because like you like a lot of comics that
Yeah.
are not big time comics,
But I think
and you're judging all of them against the best.
I'm not saying you have to sell out arenas to be a funny comic. I'm just saying you got to be a funny comic. I don't think he's a great stand-up comic at all. I think he's a great stories guy, and I think, like you said, if you hung out with the guy, he's gonna be a funny guy to hang out with. And
I'm kind of moving past Charlie Murphy now. I'm looking at your whole
You know what? Fuck Charlie
levels
Murphy.
of comedy shit. I'm just trying to understand.
I don't really think there's like levels
Because
like as far as
you can't honestly say though that you don't ever you never see a guy as like, hey, he's funny. I wouldn't put him up here with all these funny guys, but I still enjoy him for what he is.
Right. I don't even think he's that level. I don't think.
Okay, but that's fine. I'm just saying. But do you do that, or do you
plenty of
really every like a brand new
legends are legends, bro?
B comedian? You're gonna just compare him to Eddie Murphy?
Well, yeah, it's just like getting Rawls and then comparing him to like Barry
Right.
Sanders.
Or call him Blue.
Yeah, call him Blue.
Yeah, it's just that's not fair. You can't just like
Lou Rawls.
Michael did have. I wasn't wrong. His brother's name is Larry Jordan, but he's like
he played in the NBA.
10. No,
That's what I'm saying.
no.
If
But
he played in the NBA for like 10 years, and he was a
Michael-
solid player.
well,
and
I
I'm
just-
like,
I looked
yeah,
up-
but he's not Michael.
no, I looked up this. I looked up this article, and James Jordan, their dad, and Michael had said if he was taller, he would have been better than Michael. He's like he had the real basketball.
But he just
talent.
didn't play.
No, he was like 5'9".
I think that's just what they always say about the other brother to make him feel better. That's what everybody says about Peyton Manning's brother too.
What, Connor, the kid that
No,
the one that didn't
he
do
was the
shit?
receiver. The oldest brother was the receiver. They set records in high school. Peyton was quarterback. He was a receiver his senior year. He went to Ole Miss on a full ride, and then he got hit. That's when he discovered. He's like, what was it? I forget this part of the story. His fucking back and kidneys were failing. I don't know. He's dying.
He's got scoliosis, so severe scoliosis. or some
he
shit.
was butt chugging too much.
Hey Peyton,
and-
doctor said I can't play. Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
yeah.
Done.
My neck and my back. My neck and my back.
But of course, now they all say he was the best football player because he didn't get to play his football career.
his dad comes up and he's like, if Peyton and Eli would have fallen into a wood chipper, you would have been the best. I know it, boy. At least you wouldn't.
And
cry
I'm
too
not
much
saying
as
it's
Peyton
wrong,
did.
but I kind of feel like, is that just what you always do when one of the brothers is like the best ever? You're just like, oh no, his other brother would have been better, but he has got the fucking large.
Parents always
testicle
gotta
thing
tell you that
going.
shit so you don't go shoot yourself in a fucking basement.
God, Jesus.
We love you
Dad.
just as much, even
Right.
if you're not as.
Even
awesome.
though we don't.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, we still love you, but you're just not.
We love you both the
Society
same,
doesn't
but,
love you.
But we love you in the keep you in your room type of way, and we love your brother in the bring him out and show him to the family type of way.
You notice there's not a wall of accomplishments for the best garbage man in the family.
Your brother's
So
got
just slow creeping.
I know you guys.
your brother's got a trophy case in his room, and you have a DVD rack.
I don't see two LeBarons, Freddy. I only see one LeBaron, Freddy. I'm the
but
number
you-
one son.
You keep working on those video games and see if you can get yourself on ESPN one day.
Okay, so
So jumping into the joke.
Hey now.
real quick, just because it's over. So the team we picked to win the Stanley Cup, they're done.
Shit.
Oh, the Kings.
They just lost to the Sharks 6-3.
I always feel like the Kings got a shot.
6-3.
Should've
Bust
thought
up,
of this year.
bust up that part of my bracket.
Why did you have the Kings beating the Sharks?
Yeah, here, since we're talking about it, let's jump into our brackets, huh?
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Leave my sticky armpit over in front of you. Here you go, sir. So yeah, I had the Kings taking it in 7, and obviously that didn't happen. Do you got any other info on what's going down with the brackets tonight?
Well, so I have the standings. So right now, the only series that have, I guess we'll just get into the NHL.
Detroit. Yeah, fucking Detroit's out.
Well, I'm just saying, we're getting, like, right now, as it says, I got 13
Detroit's out.
points because I picked the Detroit series in 5.
Blackhawks
You picked
are
it in
out.
7. Dan's got 10 points. Nat's obviously got 0, but that's only because 2. So if we
No,
both,
it's still
what's
at
this?
0.
What's this PPR that I'm seeing here that
I don't
that we're
know.
tied with?
but see, right there.
Dallas
first
is
round.
going to finish that series out tomorrow, right?
So that's points.
They are.
We've earned so far, but you've got more picks correct.
No,
so
no,
far.
hold on. No, we both picked Tampa Bay.
Right.
But you picked them in 7. I picked them in 5. Tampa Bay
He
won
got
in
the
5.
games
I
right.
got
so
the-
you
got the
nailed
post
That's where I
points.
got my 3
It's
extra points.
13-10, and I got
Because I
that
just saw we had like the same whatever that fucking PPR is. I don't know what the points per round. I'm guessing.
Whatever.
Right. So we.
You're losing. This is a winners conversation, all right,
All
Matt?
right. You know what? We all knew. Listen. We
Better
knew
shave off that beard and get ready for
And
some
no,
pie.
Minnesota won tonight 5-4 over Dallas. So that series is at 3-2.
Oh, see, they're coming back. My bracket looked sick about 2 days ago, and now they're all the fucking guys are coming
Dallas,
back.
we really need, and you know Chicago's.
Did you take the Panthers? So there's one. The Islanders won tonight 2-1. They're ahead in that series 3-2. Me and Matt have the Panthers. Dan's got the Islanders moving on.
You know what? That's gonna make me sick about that one. Is I picked the
Giannis.
Islanders and went back and flipped it.
I was that way with the Sharks Kings, and
Yeah.
that was biting me in the ass too. You gotta follow your heart, boy.
I know.
Just like in Braveheart. So,
But let me just put it out there, and let's get this conversation out of the way. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be the one taking some pie in the face. However,
Well, there's 2 of them, right?
well,
It's
right,
like-
yeah, I'm gonna be one of them, and I'll be drinking
There's 2 pies?
the terrible liquor. Well, because there can only be one winner in this contest.
Oh, really? So both the losers get pies.
Yeah, why would we have one loser?
Yeah, that's
you gotta
lame.
have 2
You
losers.
gotta have 2
and
losers, one winner.
There's only one champion.
So can one pie be worse? One's made with like a Nair, or something like that horrible, and you just burn
If
your
you
eyes.
threw Nair all over my beard, I would use your testicles as a speed bag.
Only after you got out of the hospital.
Out of the hospital?
Yeah, because if I pied you with Nair, you realize it would burn the fuck out of your eyes.
Well, my eyes. Look at
You'd be like,
now we're being really literal. Here we go.
Hey, that guy doesn't need eyes to find your balls.
Strange.
Yeah,
It's still being strange.
it was a reach, and it took a while to show up. It was kind of a telegram.
I
But
don't know if
fucking
it
got me.
landed, but
It got me.
Dan swung. Dan swung the bat.
I don't know if it landed.
Yeah,
It was,
exactly.
It was a DD Cooper. He
Breaking
was
ball
on
in
a
the-
plane, and we
breaking
don't know
ball in
where
the
it
dirt.
landed.
We don't know what the fuck it
We
is.
don't know where he's at.
We found some cash somewhere.
So to recap,
Dan's got a
you
whole
guys
bag
both
of
picked.
dicks
You
in
guys
his
both picked the
mouth.
Wild, or you guys both picked the Stars?
I took Dallas.
You guys
We
all took
put
Dallas. So and then we all
And
picked Chicago.
The Blues really. Now
They came back. I picked Chicago in 4, and they're not even fucking close.
No, because what?
I have Chicago in
St. Louis
6.
has the lead, but it's like 3-1 or something now. I think
By the
Chicago
way,
took tonight.
No, I want to say that series got knotted up.
yeah,
Oh no, so Chicago's down 2-3. So St. Louis can close it out tomorrow.
which we don't want to happen.
No, I don't, because I
How many games do you have Dallas winning in?
I had Dallas sweeping Minnesota.
I had him in 5.
I have them in 6, so I might. If Dallas wins,
You have a
I'll
chance
at least
to
get
clinch
some
that
points
one.
there.
Is it going?
It's a lot faster tonight. I think we're too still.
So-
We got to keep moving around here, boys. Keep
So the
sensors
Blues
going
is,
off.
oh man, the whole listen, my bracket's almost completely busted already. Fuck it. And you know what? I'm a Detroit fan, so suck me from the backside. So
Dude,
because I picked them knowing that most likely we weren't going to get past Tampa Bay in the first round because Tampa Bay looked like frequently the better team when we played them during the regular season. So I understood that, but I'm not going to pick against my boys because I'm not
Do we all?
just a bandwagon.
Yeah. Do we all have the Capitals?
I had to catch going at least through the first
Yeah.
round.
Yeah,
That's
what's
not
that
looking too
series
good.
at right now?
Philly won again tonight.
Did they?
So it's
3-2.
3-2.
Oh, that's fucked.
And what everyone knows is
Oh,
what.
I'm getting NHL updates.
And how
right
long
now.
is it? What hasn't
San
Washington
Jose
been knocked
Sharks
out in the
eliminate
first
Brown.
round the last couple times in
Yeah,
the playoffs?
They're pretty
What's
much
who?
cursed.
What's that?
Isn't
Washington
Washington
shit the bed a
known
few
for
times.
getting
Yeah,
knocked
Caps.
out?
Caps get knocked out of the playoffs a lot.
They're like the
So
90s Sonics.
they kicked in an own. They kicked in
Denver
an own
Nuggets
goal
sweeping
tonight.
What'd you say?
The Caps kicked in an own goal tonight.
Oh.
When the guy kicked it off his
That was
skate.
the last. That was the last pick. Now I know what I saw. I didn't know what I was seeing on ESPN right as I left my house. Well,
So the only
there's your
surefire
bracket
one that
update.
looks like we all got is what, the Penguins?
so listen.
Penguins are up
let's
3-1.
let's say
Tampa
this
Bay,
though.
they're
If you're an
going up.
NHL fan out there,
Real
this
quick.
is this has
Oh,
been
sorry.
damn good hockey.
It's been fun.
And as pissed
Really
as I
fun.
am, and check our Twitter page if you want to see how pissed I was. But as pissed as I am about the Detroit series, this has been really
You
good.
get it out of the
hockey.
way. Now you can actually
It's
enjoy
really
the
good.
series.
Now I
a
can
little bit.
enjoy watching the hockey.
Yeah, now you say you
With the
bring in
other
your
teams.
hands and knowing it's
And-
gonna fucking be a loss.
How mad can I be
Your other
when
boys, yeah, are
the
still
Seattle
going.
Thunderbirds
just took one
are
tonight.
in the Western Conference Finals?
They won tonight?
Just won tonight.
2-1.
And I wanted to always bring
In
that up. Too.
Kelowna?
Like,
In
why
Kelowna.
is their mascot
in
a
a
big fucking
fucked up
dumb
place
dragon?
called Kelowna.
You know, there used to be a Tacoma team. The Kelowna Rockets used to be the Tacoma Rockets.
You know what? I was wondering about that.
I did not
and
know.
that, and it's, I still don't know why they have a fucking dumb dragon as their mascot.
It's
when they're
such a
not.
child-
It doesn't matter. It
It's
doesn't
Pete's
matter.
dragon.
Point is,
Dragon
they're
too.
last
It's like-
year's. There's last year's Memorial Cup champions.
Well, yeah,
right?
and they bombed
And-
us off in Game 7, which we all went
Right.
to. I'm sure you
But
remember
in the
this.
first round.
Right. Yeah, now we're seeing
Now
it's a
we're
different
seeing
story.
in the Western Conference Finals, and we're going. We're
Well,
going to the big dance.
And we
boys.
got a couple of days rest too that they didn't get. We've been sitting here just honing, sharpening
As long
skates.
as I've been a T-Birds fan, this is the best team I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Oh, by far, it's been the best team that a lot of, like, talking to some of these people that are at the games and have gone for, you know,
Been
15,
there
20
a lot
years.
longer than us.
Got a lot of these people that you see are season ticket holders, like long term, got them back when they were good, back in the end of the 80s, early 90s, right? So you talk to these guys, and a lot of them will say, too, the same thing. It's the best team they've seen since
Right.
that team, you know? And that team spawned 5, 6, 7 future fucking Hockey Hall of Famers, you know? There's.
So you know what we're gonna say then?
What? Team
Well,
of
that-
Destiny? They got an angel with them right now?
That if for games 3 and 4, that people should probably go to their grandmother's coin purses and lift themselves about $40 and go down and see yourself
Confederate money.
a T-Birds game. 2 for Tuesday on the 26th, if I'm almost positive.
I think you're correct.
What's
there.
it? The
On the
26th.
26th.
Saturday's the 3rd.
Yeah, that's yeah.
26th.
26th.
26th, 2 for Tuesday. You get down there.
Coach Matt with the dates.
Hey, well, I'm Man, boy.
So,
Listen,
quick update from the Eastern Conference.
we're jumping around, but that's okay.
Well, no, I mean the Eastern Conference and the WHL.
I just said it's okay.
Well, that's who we need to make it.
I don't care if it's okay.
So
I'm fucking reading it.
And fuck
Pall
I don't like the team.
Pale Males.
Fuck the team names in the Eastern Conference. The Brandon Wheat Kings
Well,
beat
yeah,
it's
the
old
Red
school.
Deer Rebels.
The Red Deer.
That's just,
Yeah, I don't think Canadian Rebels are like our Southern Rebels in the U.S. I don't think it's the same deal.
so are they both up in? Are they both?
Because
up in
I don't like
Canada?
Rebels. in
Yes,
the
those are both
US.
Canadian teams.
So is everybody?
The Canadian Rebels might be okay. Are they like Star Wars Rebels? They're not like our
Who
Rebels,
would be
right?
the Galactic Alliance?
Because I don't like
Or the
U.S.
Imperials.
Rebels at all.
We don't like this whole Canadian crown bullshit. We're the fucking rebels out here.
Well,
Red
but
Deer.
up with the Brandon, the Wheat Kings have fucking just
The
like,
Wheat Kings are really good.
They've ran train
They're
through the
really
Eastern
good.
roughshod over people. Well, they're a serious squad.
By the way, if you're not, if you are needing
Then again, Seattle's
updates
only-
on the Western Hockey League, 1090 The Fan is your place to be. It's been all over. I've been listening to the games. They're on the off days. They've been doing full shows talking about the T-Birds. It's good stuff.
Dude, that guy who calls
So
the
if
team
you're not-
game is actually pretty fucking good.
If you're not listening, you should be. 1090 The Fan. I'm going to go ahead and plug another network other than the Hamburger House Network.
Hey, I like 1090.
And so what? They'll be back
They're
on
an underdog. They're a butt state underdog.
Gotta love 1090. Other than except they keep the worst fucking sports guy ever on their channel.
It's
Jim
only-
Rome.
It's only for.
I hate.
You hate
I-
Jim Rome?
No, I've never.
Rome is
Don't
burning.
tell me you like Jim Rome.
I don't mind him.
You wanna
How
bet?
do you like Jim Rome?
His
What is
podcast
appealing
is-
about that guy?
There's like one segment that I really enjoyed, and that was fucking on his podcast. He did this thing. He was talking about softball guy, like the dude that shows up at the game.
I don't care. Yes,
is
every
funny.
once in a while
That's
he's
not
been
even his
funny.
bit.
But yeah,
He bit someone else's shit.
Oh, he
Jim,
may
dude,
have.
all Jim Rome does every day on his show is fucking remove his rib and bend down and suck his own cock for like 3 hours. That's all Jim Rome ever does. Jim Rome is just like the South Park shit with the farting in the wine glasses. And
I'm Jim Rome, and my penis is burning.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Let me sate it with my mouth.
be tomorrow night,
Yeah.
7:05 on 1090. Next game tomorrow.
Tomorrow
So game
night,
2
game
of the Western
2.
Conference Finals.
T-Birds looking to go up 2 games to none. I'm saying right now, right? I'm assuming everybody agrees. If we go up 2-0, we're
winning.
going, right?
It's gonna be really fucking hard for
Then
you to
it's
come
the
back
big,
at
then
home,
it's
dude.
big dance time.
Two
Come
for
back
fucking
to
two.
the
Then
show.
it's take off your skates and put your dancing shoes
Come
on.
back to
'cause
the
we're
Showwear
going-
Center and try to win.
Now, boys, we're all broke. Everybody's broke. But let's put broke to the side and talk about how serious we need to be about it. If we're not at the game, if
gotta
we
listen.
go to the finals,
We're going to the finals.
Oh, yeah.
we gotta be at the
We'll
game.
be at the game.
At least one.
Yeah, we're gonna
We'll
go
find
to the
a way.
finals game.
And
Even
if
if I
not,
gotta
we gotta
stand
be
outside.
podcasting from the fucking Ram across the street or something.
No,
Like,
Oh,
we
we'll
gotta-
scrape
find a
our
way.
nickels together, and we won't. I mean, we might not be able to go club, but we'll.
We're
sit.
going to the
We'll
fucking
get
games.
seats.
Butt State will be there. We'll be periscoping.
Cool, we can.
Are you kidding me?
We can sit up there.
Memorial
for what,
Cup. What if we? What if we
14
get
bucks,
to?
right?
What if we get to go to the Memorial Cup?
It
See
can
it.
happen. God,
Pick
dude, when
it
was the
up.
last time we said Western Conference Finals in this town? Wasn't it '96? The last
Whoa.
time the Seattle team was in a Western.
Sonics?
I mean, it was basketball.
Yeah, I was about to say because that's only because football doesn't have that.
It just
'Cause
sounds cool. The Western.
These guys here,
Conference
they've done all right.
Yes.
The last couple of years. It's not like we don't have a single team in the city.
No, just the
You know what,
the
isn't
phrase Western Conference just sounds. Like,
if you're out there seeing the Butt State show, tweet us whatever you need to do. Talk to us about this. Here's a topic for everybody.
get on my DM.
Isn't it odd? Not uncomfortable. It's getting pretty fucking comfortable. Like my ass is grooved into
I
the
was about to
seat,
say, we're talking about assholes now?
but not
Butt chugging?
not
butt chugs.
not
It definitely
not uncomfortable. Just odd. Isn't it kind of odd to finally be a sports fan that at the end of the day, even though our baseball team sucks and like we lost our basketball team and everything's rough here, we have something we can root for and we know is going to put a quality product on the field every year now.
Seahawks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, isn't that nice? But think about it. For years,
Yeah.
we were not able to do that.
Yeah,
the Sonics were our greatest hope.
Yeah, for a while.
And obviously, I mean, because the Mariners, everything after 2001 is just but we'll get there. We'll get there. That's later in the show.
I digress.
But I digress.
You digress.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm full club. See, now here's the problem with doing this to a drunk Mick. These guys cut me off, and then I really lose. I'd like to say that I'm just, being funny or or trying to make it look that way, but I really have had like lots of concussions in my life, and I drink too much.
Well, it doesn't help when you digress yourself a little.
Oh, well.
Every time we cut him off,
So
you
we're
know,
talking
goes
about-
through his
It's
head.
true, though.
It's just too.
So are you saying that maybe like one of the things that kind of is a bad side product of that is that since we got all these new fans that are only fans because it's a winning team, right?
Well,
That have
but you
come
know what?
into that because of that.
And
There are
I
a
like
lot of,
this
spoiled
conversation.
Seahawks fans
I
that
like this
don't know what it's
conversation,
like.
but I've said this. I would rather have a bunch of fans jump on the bandwagon than be like St. Louis or Arizona where we can win games and we can't even get fans at our fucking stadium.
Yeah.
Because nobody gives a shit. I'd rather have bandwagoners that jump. Because let's be honest, if we start losing like shit again, people are going to leave. How many Mariners games do you go to every year? Not as many as you would if we were fucking winning.
Yeah, and if they were, I would go to a lot more Seahawks
And if we
games
could
there
just
was
play
Mariner
away
games
games all year, we might win. But
You know
again,
what?
we gotta wait for
The
that.
one thing, yeah.
It's just when you see
We'll get
like,
into baseball.
and this came really apparent to me when I lost my internet last week, and I was watching nothing but old Seahawks games, and I'm starting to watch games from
Well, and your tube sock.
before we
flipping
won.
around.
Well, yeah, pretty much that's all I'm doing. I'm tube socking and smacking while I'm watching.
Jacking
All
off,
Legion of Boom.
jacking
Snap
off the
the carrot.
memories.
So like
Spoiling his goal.
that year leading up to when we first won our Super Bowl, right? It was 2013.
Yep.
Okay, so leading up to that,
Oh, it's been so long now.
and you listen to the crowd in those, even like week 17 when we're playing the Rams, and it's really a nothing game. We've already clinched the playoffs, and all we're doing is clinching a seed at that
I
point.
was there, and I
Okay.
know how loud it
It
was.
was loud as fuck, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and it was really almost for nothing. Okay, but the fans are hungry and they're
It
fired
mattered.
up. And you fast forward a year or two later,
No,
it's a
there's
similar
definitely-
game
yeah.
where it's the same kind of thing where the playoff is
I know what you're
already
saying.
decided,
You're
and
correct.
the fans are half as loud.
They're-
I'm saying
it's
the
still
city's
loud.
not as hungry. We've been
No,
spoiled and kind of well fed a little bit.
It's the fans, the wealthier people that are buying the tickets.
That could be.
The Newcastle golf course crowd is all over the Seahawks stadium.
That's definitely part of
The
it.
Mercer Island crowd.
You gotta admit
the
that
Olymp-
as a city, we're a little more complacent, like you said.
No, but
we've
if you
never had
go-
a team like this where you could rely on them giving you something.
If you go back, the prices were lower. Things were every year. The shit gets more expensive.
It's
yeah.
insane, man.
But I'm saying, like,
It's
okay,
fucking
Shit,
ridiculous.
this guy for a long time was a season ticket holder,
Not
right?
anymore.
Not anymore.
well, yeah, you can't even get bleeders for fucking less than a few G's.
No, 'cause they're up to like $1.50 a game.
Yeah.
That's just
I
crazy.
started out paying $60 a game.
That's
Now we're up to
crazy.
$1.50.
That's just nuts. And and it's not the team's fault. And I love the NFL, but NFL, look into your hearts and see
Good luck.
that poor Mix like me. My kids are getting rickets. I can't.
We're drinking fucking
We're drinking
McNaughton's.
McNaughton.
And it's your
Shit.
fault.
And you know what? We all got jobs. Shit's too goddamn expensive all of a
Oh, yeah.
sudden.
40 years ago,
Fuck.
you go to the Super
You
Bowl,
can't
they
go
didn't
to
even
a
sell
game.
a third of the tickets for the Super Bowl.
I
Think about that.
Like I go to one Seahawks game a year, basically.
That's
Because
actually-
it's too fucking
that's
expensive.
That's lucky, to be honest with you. Like you should consider yourself fortunate.
It's
you
not
get one.
lucky. You know what I?
That's
eat?
the thing is, it's so expensive.
You know what I eat the month I go to the Seahawks game?
Rice.
It's not that fucking lucky.
Rat turds.
Ramen.
Yeah, I'm making sacrifices.
I'm eating ramen.
A lot of ramen, a lot of craft dinner and ramen.
That's just my sex life. Oh,
No, honestly, I pretty much swore off ramen after college because it's all I ate.
what about ramen
Ramen's
butts?
Well,
Ramming bottles into your booty and chugging it.
that's a cheap joke.
But I'm saying, like, we are definitely, and I just from my personal opinion, I guess I should say, because like we're now a little bit spoiled. We've gotten to eat. You know what I mean? And I felt this.
Yeah.
The year that we won the Super Bowl, I was like, now watch out, because this next year we might have a quick return to being the Seattle team that we've all been used to as old time fans. You know what I mean?
I don't think we're gonna.
Well,
The
we haven't.
Seahawks are
And
not
we
gonna
haven't.
fall because of the man that's running the show.
Exactly. And that's one of the things where I think we kind of take these things for granted. To where- Well, yeah, and Schneider, fuck, dude. Think about that. Like, we're one of the few cities in the league where
don't talk shit. It's where you learned it.
draft day is coming up, right? And you look at, like, okay, we saw this Philly fan losing his mind. We
Right.
see all these moves being made by Washington. By
We don't have to
Cleveland, by
worry about
Oakland.
that shit.
No, it doesn't matter who they pick. They're going to pick the perfect dudes for their
When we
setup.
hear
Doesn't make a difference.
John Schneider traded and we don't have a pick in the first round, we're like, sweet, good.
Cool. He's gonna
Good,
get
I
us,
like
like,
that.
three
I like no
dudes.
picks. I like no picks in the first round. I like that. I like when we do that. It makes me feel solid. It makes me feel comfortable.
Well, dude, all their big dudes came from lower round picks anyway. Other than Russell Wilson, who's probably their highest.
I can't believe the Eagles
round
did that
pick.
shit.
I can. The Eagles have pissed away everything
No,
else. They've
I
done the last
got
5,
what
6
I
years.
understood what the Rams were doing because the Rams are pretty close to only needing one guy.
I think that's still going to bite
But do
my
you
ass,
think?
too.
Do you think?
No, I
Wentz-
don't think it's gonna. No,
Wentz or Goff, or is that guy?
No. Neither
You
of
know
the
what?
quarterbacks that everyone's touting are that dude.
I mean, just to give up
Not
what
for that
these
much.
teams are
Not his
giving up.
rookie year. But in 3 years?
But like a lot of people have said,
Lance,
you got it. You're gonna,
Lance, right?
Lance who?
What's his name? North Dakota State.
Wentz.
Wentz. I can't remember.
Goff's the Cal dude.
Goff's the Cal kid. No.
He's got tiny hands.
North Dakota State. Nobody gives a shit.
Well, he's got tiny hands.
He's got tiny hands.
They're not. So
Look at my tiny
Not
hands.
those big old Russell Wilson dick beaters.
Yeah.
Those big old Mickey Rourke hands.
He doesn't have mitts. Look at these mitts.
all right.
Put my big callous hands around my hog.
Wentz though, I could see him being
Get Joe Flacco
a
guy.
solid quarterback in the next 3 to 4 years. But again, if he gets in a situation where he gets thrown in as a rookie in a bad situation, he might never get.
They still
there.
got to
Well,
fix our O-line.
you've seen quarterbacks that
They
get
do it too
drafted
much now.
way too
They do
high.
it way too. Would Steve? I love asking this question to everybody, and because you ask Steve Young and he'll tell you, no, I wouldn't. So fuck anybody that says he would have. Would Steve Young have had Steve Young's career if he had just come in and started as a rookie?
If he went anywhere else but
As a
San Fran, no.
left-handed, frantically running around
Well, he
quarterback.
did start as a rookie, but it was in the USFL.
Okay. If he had come into
Well,
the
just-
NFL his first year,
I think
No,
if
he
he had
got
gone
to
and
get
he didn't have to sit behind Joe fucking Montana for a while.
if he went to any other team in the league, no. I think if he went in San Fran with Bill Walsh and the way things were going there, and I think it was Joe Seifert actually had taken over at that time when Young was there,
Hold on,
right?
you
Or
think
George
he would have
Seifert.
same career? You think he would have been
No.
as good as he was? No.
He'd have a learning
Sitting
curve like anybody.
behind and Joe Montana
And he'd have a much
chomping
lower
at the
chance.
bit to play football is what made him so good.
Yeah.
Because if he had started as a rookie, he would have made all those mistakes that a rookie would make.
Oh yeah, looking like Tom Brady,
Which is
almost
what we
a similar
do.
career where he had to sit behind
Yes.
some guy, get hungry, and then
Aaron
he got his
Rodgers.
chance.
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers. Oh yeah.
Now,
perfect
now,
example.
Aaron Rodgers, I think, still would have been a good quarterback, but I don't think he would have been what he is if he wasn't sitting with the chip on his shoulder,
Even
pissed off
Favre had to
behind
sit
Brett
for a
Favre.
year when he
Matt
got
Hasselbeck.
Hasselbeck sat for a while behind Favre, and then he got shipped out
Everybody
over
sits
here.
behind Favre.
Well, once he got
So is
big,
Brock Osweiler going to be good? Sitting
I
behind Manning?
honestly think he's. Here's the thing.
He's got a
I think
fire
he's
in his
going to be a
ass.
good quarterback, but I don't know about. I don't know about the team.
Houston?
I don't
as
know.
a whole.
I don't know.
Well,
don't
anyone
know about
anyone who thinks that picking up the Sanchez is a good move for their football team,
Listen,
Who picked up the Sanchez?
the Broncos.
Oh, yeah. The Broncos need a quarterback.
I don't like talking.
He's like,
I'm going to be honest.
He's so happy. Like, I want
I
to be a
don't
backup
like talking
quarterback.
about Mark Sanchez.
That's why I wanted to bring him up.
If
Why?
there's,
Because Pete Carroll's
Butt
like, yeah,
fumble.
If
you
there's
should hang
one-
out a little longer, man. Not
if there was one guy that I kind of wish just maybe didn't go to USC.
You remember Pete Carroll's press conference
Or
after? He's
just
like, well, you know,
yeah.
Mark's
Well,
leaving.
Pete
He was like,
Pete
oh,
was
all right,
pissed.
that guy's fucking
He
retarded.
was clear that he did not think
He
it was
doesn't
the
have
right
my
decision.
blessing, but you know, I wish him the best of luck.
But what the fuck do I know about football? So
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead, Mark.
Why'd you even ask me, Mark? you
And
sack
then
of
he
shit?
got that false sense of security because he went to a place with a great running game and a great defense, and they made the AFC Championship 2 years in a row because he went to the New York Jets, man. At the time, which was a run the ball, play
Strong
good
defense.
defense,
Mhm.
and Mark Sanchez was. But then he started thinking he was good. That's when he started sucking.
Sanchez.
The second he started believing he was like a really good NFL quarterback, he's
And that's when he made the Butt State play of the century.
butt
The butt fumble.
fumble.
You know that we made that name, right?
Well, we invented the play, except for ours scored a touchdown,
Yeah.
just for the record.
We
It was
ran
a
into
little
We
Butt
drag
slapped it off our guard's butt, which bounced back to the halfback who rolled out to the left.
It's a hard play
sideline.
because the guard's got to clench
It's an
his ass
intentional
at the exact
fumble.
moment to basically
Right.
where you get that nice bounce pass off his butt. You know, he can't just be soft
Yep.
butt cheeks.
But nobody sees it coming.
No,
Either way,
at least of all the guard
their butt fumble was completely different.
Least of all the guards.
because it hits him right in his butthole. He can't see it.
You're an idiot.
Well, moving right along. Since we're talking about Seattle sports, let's dive right into our Mariners for a second because we're only one game out from
Are we
being.
getting off the Hawks?
We're gonna keep talking Hawks. Well, we do.
I just
have to
wanted to
draft
get your
next week.
guys'
Beast Mode birthday.
Happy birthday, Beast Mode.
Happy Beast.
Cheers.
Well,
Happy Beast.
before,
Cheers to the Beast.
Happy birthday, Beast. But, no, I just want to get you guys ready. Because I was really, like, at first, I was just like, yeah, that's cool. And then, like, the more I thought about it, the more, like, pumped up I got after we got Browner back. I'm incredibly excited about that.
That's
movie.
another
I'm
reason I was
juiced up.
watching those old games because
I don't care if he never plays it down. I'm juiced up.
I think he's just really good for team morale. It's good for the
Yeah.
locker room. I think
Yeah.
the guys that played with him are going to be
It's
juiced.
the original Legion.
Every time they bring one of these
And
old
he's
guys
only
back,
2 years removed from being
He's
a
got the
pretty
tattoo.
damn. He's 2 years removed from being a really good corner for
Yeah.
a Super Bowl winning New England
Now, granted,
team.
last year he looked more than suspect a couple of times.
Was
but
that the
that's okay.
system?
Maybe.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe. I don't.
Because you look at Byron Maxwell. Byron Maxwell looks like shit.
Now, so I heard somebody
Philly.
today talking about
Right,
the
might
possibility of
just be
him
a
Everyone
playing
was Jacksonville.
safety.
Looked like poop.
And I don't know if there's anything to actually buy there.
No, but I
Dan
think
really likes that.
It always tickles me. I don't know why.
I think. But if he comes in and he plays that, slot, and he can start leveling some slot receivers again.
Yeah, I love
You
that
want
slot.
Brandon Browner to cover the slot? Is that? I mean, yeah,
Well, if he's
I
not
guess.
starting at that other corner,
I never
maybe
really-
he can.
Then you
Or he can help out with tight
I think
ends.
at that
Because
point-
He's gonna
Chancellor.
put it, he's
If
gonna
he
put his
gets
hands on some people.
Well, then
We know that.
then you got what, Jeremy Lane picking up your slot if he's actually the other guy on the corner
Do you think
opposite
they'll actually
Sherman.
put him in safety?
No.
I think he'll be
Our
like a, I
safeties
think
are
he
too
might keep
talented.
him.
Why would you even do that? We got the two best safeties in the fucking game right
Yeah,
now.
they always play every minute of every game.
Okay, now granted, if you're rocking like some sort of weird nickel package, you want to have an extra guy up top there, or like Cam's out
But-
for a game.
Which we do quite a bit.
Well,
He's a
I was about to
big
say,
size
that-
guy.
That happens every year.
Yeah,
That's
a
why.
lot.
Why do you know who Deshaun Shed is?
Exactly.
All I'm saying, if he can play, he'll be here. That's what I'm saying. I don't doubt our front office.
I think you backtrack a little. I think you gotta just be like, yeah, I don't know what else to. You're right. He might play safety.
I'm not saying he never will.
I'm just throwing you in a snake pit. I don't know that he'll play safety.
And I hate snakes. I hate them.
I don't know that he'll play safety. I don't know if there's anything to that. But some guy on the radio is.
I think he might help
Go on
out
about it.
Chancellor last year. Chancellor's been struggling with tight ends, so when he comes
that's a
in
good
and helps
point.
with tight ends.
I don't know.
I think
I'm
he's
just, you know what? I'm just.
He's on
I'm
the size,
waiting
you can almost
for-
put him
I
in
feel
as
like
like
this
a-
year Cam Chancellor is going to shut everybody's damn
I
mouth.
hope Browner comes back. I hope
I
Chancellor
honestly
comes
think
back,
he
and I
is.
hope the boom comes back to Seattle because
Well,
we weren't leveling people like we did.
Did you hear the interview?
Super Bowl.
The Brandon Browner interview? So he was on 710 getting interviewed, and they said, you know, what's the first, because the first couple days of them just working out together recently. And they were like, whoa, you know, what's going on in practice? And he was like, man, Cam's fired up. And they were like, what? And he was like, no, you don't understand. We're all excited to go to work. Cam's fired up. Walked up to me and hit me in the chest today. Because, you know, they're obviously
Close.
well acquainted. And he was like, he walked up and hit me in the chest today. He was like, boy, we gonna put our hands on some people this year. I was like, okay. They're gonna go out and try to knock
Buddy, Cam went into a contract year. He says no holdout this year too. He says we're not playing any more of those games. I'm just going to leave it all on the field and let them decide what the
right.
fucking
You guys
shit
tell
was.
me what I'm worth.
Yeah, if you want someone else will. You think everyone in the league's
Right.
not going to love to get Cam
Put
Chancellor?
somebody's ribs through the other side of their body.
The Redskins just gave Josh Norman $75 million. So yeah, there's somebody out there that's going to pay Cam a buttload of money if Seattle doesn't want to.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But I don't see us getting rid of Cam.
No.
Shit.
It's gonna be right here.
There's 5-6 other dudes that are going to get the axe before they let Cam ride.
I feel it seems that way.
That's your linchpin of, again, it's like, you see that the emphasis that Pete puts on the secondary, okay? Because he's a fucking former DB. You know he puts huge emphasis on that and the pass rush. It's like his main shit.
Everywhere Pete Carroll coaches.
And stop the run.
You feel like, just basically play perfect.
But it starts with your DBs, right? Because it's a passing league.
No, he always looks at the defense from the coverage down. He's made that clear.
That's evident from the way these guys play. And
everywhere
everyone
Pete
they put in
coaches,
is coached
the
up.
one thing you can count on is like, oh, the DBs are going to play well.
They're going to be sick.
They're
No matter
gonna
who
play
they put in there, because they're fucking
But
Pro Bowl players.
even if you go back to looking at the days when he was like, you know, coaching for New England and shit, when he did not, and if you read his book, he says it. He didn't have his shit together at that time.
Yeah.
He didn't have his whole philosophy down. But even back then, they said, well, but his DBs are coached up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, those guys are playing well.
That's Lauren Malloy. He was there back when Pete was there the first time around.
Yeah. Look, man,
For a year, but
Fucking
that guy was no good.
Grandpa
that's funny. I was watching another old game.
Grandpa Malloy. That guy was in the NFL for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he finished out here in Seattle too.
Yeah. Still getting picks, and then every once in a while busting somebody's chin.
Was he on the Super Bowl team?
No, he was back in like 2011.
He was in the beginning of the Pete Carroll era. At the very beginning,
He played
was
2010
here,
and half
and
of
he was
2011,
like-
and then Cam took over about halfway through 2011
He
season.
was like teaching the young guys when they were coming.
Well, that's what
up.
Cam said, is that he got lawyered up.
Yeah.
He was just a raw talent. Then he was like, but now I learned from this dude who's played for 11, 12
Right.
years in the fucking league.
And
And
Lauren
learned
Malloy
Pete's
is
game.
Sick.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, is he was one of those guys that wasn't like a superb physical specimen, but just knew the game and played fucking smart and hard.
Now, while we're still on the Hawks, does anybody even? We're not going to try to guess what we're going to draft, right? Because it's
Watch it at
impossible.
No, it's no.
You don't
It's
know.
pointless.
I think we're
don't
going to take a punter in the third
fucking
round.
We have John Ryan, dude.
It could happen though. John Schneider could be like, we kind of need a punter.
That fucking
We just signed him to a big ass contract.
Yeah, but we need another one just in
Because he
case.
Ninja Warriored someone.
No. Anyway,
Pretty
okay.
fine Ninja
light a
Warrior.
fire under his ass.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think they'll pick up a quarterback.
Maybe a
sometime
running
late round.
back. Maybe O-lineman.
Yeah, there's going to be a running back.
But
somewhere
here's
there.
the thing. Here's what I also know. Usually when everybody is saying, like, we're going to do this or this, we pick something completely. So
They always
everybody's
surprise
talking
us.
about O-line and running game. So probably they'll just
We're
come
gonna
out and
nose
take
guard.
a defensive lineman.
We're
Right
going
away.
to
Yeah.
nose guard.
Yeah.
Draft a nose guard.
Be like, I'm sorry, did you forget what we do here? Fuck you guys.
They're going to get a D-end or like a hybrid outside linebacker. They're going to get probably a
we
quarterback
lost
or a
Bruce
running
Irvin.
back. I'd say probably both
We
of
got to
those.
address that, right?
Well, yeah, and if Clem doesn't pan out, they got to have someone to fucking get some young heat in there to fucking
But
light it up.
Clem's coming in as a Clemens. Everybody keeps talking about Clemens like he's coming in to be a starter. He's not. That's not going to
third
be his
down guy
role.
at best.
He's going to play
He's
10
going
to
to
12
rotate.
snaps
Yeah,
a
he's
game.
going to rotate.
Right.
We've got. Well, all he
If
is
he
is
makes
like,
it through training camp, we'll say, but like we've
pass
seen
rushing
that
and
if they get a
insurance.
guy that's young and can play that many snaps and that can generate that same kind of pressure off the edge.
You do. You have Frank Clark. But then if you get...
but
again,
Nottin's is fucking terrible.
kind of like you're talking about Cam getting lawyered up.
It never hurts to have a fucking guy.
No, I'm
that
talking about
coach
you got
over, yeah.
Frank Clark under the tutelage of
Oh,
Chris
Chris
Clemens, who has been... He's had a pretty good NFL career.
I mean, at this point,
And
though,
had
we
some
also
real
got
success
Michael
in
Bennett. You also got
Frank
Cliff
Clark
Favre. You
looks
don't think those
amazing.
guys?
Frank Clark
I
is
feel like
fucking
Frank Clark.
He's had spots where he's shown flashes.
I think
As a
right,
rookie.
but that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm saying that's
I think
that's putty.
I think-
Being molded.
I'm just saying we're still waiting on Cassius Marsh. We're still waiting on a lot of these guys that are 2-3 years.
I'm not waiting on
Drafted.
any of those guys like I'm waiting on Frank Clark.
Well, we were.
I didn't
Until we
see-
got Frank Clark.
Hold on, Frank Clark had like 15 tackles in a preseason game, and he's playing inside.
Wait, Cassius Marsh last year was his sophomore season, dude. It's
Yeah.
not like Cassius Marsh
He's
has
had
been
2 years,
around.
right?
And he's-
I'm
and
saying,
he's-
you're
but-
at that point where you're
but
like, okay,
Cassius
now you gotta
Marsh
start starting.
looks like a solid player. But I'm saying the ceiling on Frank Clark just looks
It's
like
higher.
it's way higher.
Oh,
than
yeah.
it is.
Cassius Marsh looks like he's a good run,
Solid.
like a
Solid.
good run stopping defense.
Well, he was
He's
like a
he's
fourth or
good
fifth
pass
rounder.
rusher at UCLA. Trust
Yeah.
me, I remember the game where he was
Oh, yeah.
all over our USC quarterback. Fucking dickhead.
But when it comes to those times where we're going to put our pass rushers in, I think you're going to be seeing Clark and Bennett more than you're going to be seeing Marsh.
It'd be nice.
Right. I would assume that.
I'd like to see.
Well, but
those
again,
young guys get
that's
there.
because I'm saying Frank Clark. We're saying the same things. We're
Yeah.
talking in circles.
Everyone.
I
put on
digress.
dicks.
So, Drum Castle. Are we about there? Where are we at?
Well, let's see here. We're done with Hawks talk. We got the M's. There's nothing to say there. Beast
Oh,
Mode
whoa, whoa,
birthday.
whoa, 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 whoa.
There's a few things to say.
there.
There's
Well,
a lot to say.
Felix, I was
about
wearing
the
my Felix
Mariners,
shirt
but that's
today.
what I'm
Today
saying.
was supposed to be Felix Day.
Break into
One drink this and then come back. No,
break
we got
into the Drum Castle.
we got good news about the Mariners.
And let's talk about the Mims.
No, we got good news.
As long as they
tonight.
never play at home again, we'll keep winning.
I'll
So,
start up
shit.
our.
We'd be
liquor
the best
music.
team in the league if we played on the road.
Let's get the liquor music going. So
Dan's
now, do
gonna-
we have? Or is anybody watching? Are we talking to anybody?
Right now, no. You can always
No.
scope it up and get it going too if
We
you
can
want.
scope here pretty soon. Do the Butt State scope. So we got. So I don't understand. See, this is why you shouldn't have gone live and then turn it off. Peebs was watching and then he stopped watching because we.
Well, then text him and say, "Get back on."
I tried.
and fucking.
It's all right, guys. It's all right.
Before you open
all
that,
right.
I gotta throw down this fucking McNaught.
Cause it's all
Mac
right.
nuts.
It's all right.
So it was made by a Scotsman.
Who hated it the whole rest of the planet?
Made by a Scotsman that hated whiskey. I'm gonna make some shit nobody wants to drink, but everybody will buy it because it'll be $9.99.
I'm going to punch my wife and make some horrible scotch. And you're not going to like it.
That fucking bitch better go in there and make me a haggis.
I don't even like it because it's stereotypical Scotsman food. I like to have a hamburger and some fries with Johnny sauce.
And I get my dick sucked.
I don't think people know about Hamburger House. That's our problem.
Well, they're gonna fucking find out.
It made it. By the way, I was telling Sarah. I think we need to switch. He needs to take the word network off of it.
Yeah, we had to talk about this during the week, and he was like, "Yeah, we'll just go from because he was like, well, Hamburger House is kind of my personal thing, and I want to save that for the show." I was like, "That's cool. We'll make something else."
Why?
Because he wants to save it for the Hamburger House show, which, by the way, will be debuting soon.
That's fine, but like,
But what are they talking about?
what is the Hamburger House show gonna be? By the way,
It's gonna
Sarah
be.
going off on your rants about like
It really will be a lot more lunacy. I guess.
astrophysics.
Are you and Sarah just gonna sit down at a table and you're just gonna rip apart his dead family?
If he wants to tell more fucking fallacies, yes.
Okay, now here that's what I was gonna ask because you know he is gonna tell fallacies.
Well-
are you gonna let him stand on the air Or are you gonna
I've found it's
pull the toothpicks from the
you-
foundation?
I found it's more
You can go
comical.
hard-
Really,
you can go hard in the
almost
paint.
always when someone starts telling a story, it's almost always more funny just to roll with it and be like, oh yeah, than just completely accept it as truth. Because you can write it out. Okay, like there's these. Okay,
That's more funny? No, I think what you did on Fight Night
Because-
was the funniest
yeah, I
thing I've
think
ever
that
fucking
was-
seen
that
in
was
my
really
life.
once in a while, I couldn't even stop for that one.
That one was really
I
fun.
thought you were pouring a drink on me.
No, I was good.
You're like, just take this fucking bottle.
We're not at the
Sack of
bar.
shit.
We're not at the bar. He's not working.
Nope.
But
Oh, this smells.
there's this
better.
guy I used to work with, and he got fired because he fucking. I worked for a local non-profit thrift store, and this guy was the donation acceptor, and he was trying to tell this person that they couldn't donate whatever the fuck he wanted, to donate. So he grabbed this guy's shit and threw it on the top of this guy's car to give it back to him. And it was like cans of paint and shit, like scratched the fuck out of his fucking paint on his car. And it was like a nice black Beamer, so he gets fired. But he used to tell stories. We used to fucking call him storyteller because that's all he would do is come up and try to one up everything you'd say. So like, I was outside and I'm like, I got a bad knee. I'm like, oh, my knee kind of hurts. He's like, yeah, I got titanium plates in my knee. And I was like, okay.
Titanium.
He's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Every time I get into a fight, I just fucking start throwing knees. And I was like, I didn't call him on his bullshit. I was just like, it's got to be really cool until you run into someone who's got a titanium jaw, and then you're in fucking some trouble, right? He's like, no, it happened one time. I fought this guy, and he had a titanium jaw, and I kneed him in the head. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? I fucking felt the titanium, and then I just came and started punching him over the top.
Because my
just
bones.
unstoppable.
Then my bones and my fist just broke his titanium.
Yeah,
jaw.
it was like that kind of story. I was like, oh man, yeah, that's crazy.
Because my fists are made of unobtainium.
He always would tell these stories, like, and he always got to one up everything you're telling him. Like, we were telling the story. Okay, I told the story about our strength and conditioning coach. We were walking around one time, and this guy almost ran us over. We were just walking back from taco time. We had full taco time drinks.
Oh, I remember this.
And
he
our
threw the
coach goes
fucking
up on the
drink
hood.
in.
Yeah, the guy was like smiling like an idiot, and he throws the drink through his window. And the guy catches it, but he catches it upside down. So as soon as he catches it, the lid just pops off and went all over his lap. But he had like a nice Eddie Bauer Ford Explorer with the leather insides and shit.
Oh, shit.
He instantly was not smiling. And I told this story to him. He's like, yeah, it's almost like this one time I was walking on the street, and this guy almost ran me over, and then I had a 40 in my hand, and I threw it through his windshield, and it landed straight up in the seat, unbroken. And then I went in the window and I punched him, and then I grabbed a 40 and drank it. I was just like, yeah, that happened, sure. Like, it's almost makes me want to just stop the car and start beating him. There's no way I can accept this truth, and the fact that he would
We've
even
got a
think.
viewer talking to us. He said, "What the fuck are you listening to? how loud? Do you have the music up too loud again?
It might be.
You probably do.
When we were at fucking, we were at
Terrible with the volume.
So let's stop my.
Yeah, we gotta-
What'd you have? Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
You got the liquor music on.
We were at tech school up at RTC for automotive. It was this kid. It was started telling the story about he was in the
It's the liquor
military.
music, peeps.
In the
Did you wear polo shirts, tuck in
No.
the khaki pants like the guy from UTI? Like, you could learn how to work on a Dodge.
I was in an
Mopar.
auto tech. No, we wore fucking greasy
Oh,
shirts.
shit. Is anybody gonna try this?
Wait a
Alright.
second here. Tell your story though. I want to hear your
Well,
story
let's
before we
try
do
this, we'll get back.
No, tell your story. We're not going to come back to it. We'll forget.
No,
about
it's just he started telling me how he was like in the military, and it made sense at the time because he was like 24. Then he's like, yeah, then I worked at Nissan for 3 years, and eventually I became the head tech, and I was a head tech for another 2 years. And we started piecing it all together, and finally, like on like the last day of school, we're like.
So you went to
Dude,
fucking Afghanistan when you were 15.
When were you in the military? He's like, oh, I was in the military when I was 18. I was like, well, when did you work at Nissan? He's like, oh, I started there at 19. I was like, you were in the military for a year?
Went to basic
You
got
did a
kicked out.
tour, and then you became a fucking...
Pinky out fancy boys.
Your story was way better. This drink.
Yeah, let's do that. So, because we were trying to try this whiskey.
Now, what shelf would you put this
And
on?
we've got, by the way, we've got our
our
so if,
mid-level?
if
would you say this is a Jameson class?
no,
Mid-level.
no.
So it's still in the Hunter level.
No, it's at the Canadian club level. It's just below Jameson. There's a shelf between Jameson and the
Hunters.
Hunter.
We got 3 levels here, boys. We got Macallan, Jameson, and Hunter level.
You can't do that. 'Cause
Yes, we
there's
can.
4 shelves. There's 4 shelves at the liquor store.
You can. You want to know what? We can do 4. A
We make the
Canadian
rules.
club is that middle tier.
So you're
you
gonna
got
say
the
it's
hunter, you got the
above or
club
below
seats.
Jameson?
Yeah,
then?
put
It's below
Canadian
You
Jameson.
got the club seats, so it's
It's
the
on
club
the Canadian
level.
club level.
It's the club level.
It's not. It's definitely nowhere near Ardbeg and
So
Macallan.
it's below Jameson.
It's below Jameson.
There's probably 5
It's
tiers.
above.
Because our highest tier is probably the Ardbeg and
No,
Macallan.
literally at the store. There,
But we're
there's
never
4 shelves.
Yeah, but we're never gonna get to the 5th tier.
No. We're not going to try that.
We're not going to spend $2,500 on a bottle of booze.
With fucking attitudes like that, we'll never get there.
Well,
And
okay.
One day,
Touche.
a nice rich benefactor viewer.
Right.
We'll make friends with a football player, John Ryan, when he gets cut from the Seahawks. He's going to be
Drumcastle.
our newest fucking talent.
So, hey, we're supposed to be doing our jobs here. This is Drumcastle Irish Whiskey.
The viewers pay us. You guys are paying for it, so we got to do it, right?
Every view is worth 2 cents.
I wish it was that much. We'd be fucking a lot richer than we are.
We'd have $4.
It's like 0.2 cents for each view.
Hello?
It smells better.
How are you?
Okay, thank you. The Schnoz is back.
Actually,
How are you
smells
doing?
decent.
Very well, thank you.
It's not bad.
Wouldn't have good either.
No, it's half good. It's pretty solid.
Why can't it just be in the Jameson
yeah.
aisle then?
I kind of like that.
Why do we have
Because
to
it's $15. And Jameson
Jameson.
will cost you
All right, Coach
20.
Matt's got his first word
Well,
ever.
Jameson.
We're all gonna stumble over something or
I know, but yours is written down.
Mine's-
Every morning.
Jabelson.
So is your cockling history.
I like how it's.
Can we talk about how you spelled that? You
Yeah.
said Jamelson, and you didn't even put an M in there.
I thought you said
Jabelson.
Jabelson. That's what you said.
Jamel.
Jamel?
I definitely said the M.
Jabelson.
We're putting too much time into this.
Or
It's
just enough.
Jameson is going to cost you between $25 and $29, depending on where you buy it.
Drumcastle.
This shit was $15.
So we're talking, yeah. So our greasy shelf,
was-
the hunter
it was
shelf,
like
is like a
Canadian-
$7 to $10.
Right, and this
then
is anything when you start getting
like $11 to
11
$20, 11 to 20.
25, 22 is right in there.
All right, so our inaugural entry into the Canadian club level.
Right.
Drumcastle.
Castle.
Have you taken a sip? I
Yeah.
know you've taken a sip.
I'm giving it a 3.5.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
it.
right with Matt.
good.
It's
3.5?
it's
For
pretty
$15
fucking
whiskey,
good.
this is really good.
So you guys are both 3.5.
You're telling me I can spend $5 more and buy that instead of this shit?
Right.
It's solid,
Are you
man.
serious?
And thus, the label was born.
And trust me.
There it is.
Drumcastle.
And you know what? We've
So
got
you
to
guys
go
3.5 too?
Oh yeah,
So you're 3.5?
Yeah,
I
it's
still haven't tried it. I'm
solid.
gonna try it right now.
it's solid.
Because of what we do on the show, it's important for us to go into this kind of detail too. Because I mean, we're reviewing whiskey for the people. We are the people. We're bringing you the people's opinion. And of course, Dan thinks it tastes like old fish liquor.
It was better than the Back Mountains.
Yeah, I see why you had to put it in a separate from the Jameson. I agree now.
Yeah, it's because
It's not James.
really.
Bro, it fought through the Rockstar. That's intense. The other one didn't even fight through the Rockstar.
I didn't think it was.
Well,
that
I
rough.
think that's because it tastes like real whiskey, and Naughton's just tastes like shitty.
But then
alcohol.
again, there is a difference because me and you, we sip these things, we try it. Dan throws the whole glass back and it's like,
Yeah, you do. And you try to chase it with citrus, which is just fucking the flavor
No,
up for you.
it's
bad.
delicious. All right, well,
Like we pour like probably
being
a
said, it's
double and a
overcooked,
half,
though.
and Dan's like, oh, we sip on it, and Dan's like, I'm gonna throw a 3-shot back.
And how do you even taste what whiskey tastes like if you chase
Risky.
it with
I taste it before I chase it. Okay, so let's be
killer
real.
citrus?
You saw me go.
Killer citrus.
Okay,
That should be our first commercial.
Pour him just a little squiggle.
No,
And just try a little.
I already tried it.
A
But
little
that's
squiggle.
I already tried it before. Okay, go ahead and free film me, but I'm not gonna drink it for a second.
You need a little squiggle.
I already
You
drank
have to drink-
before I drank the fucking Rockstar. I drank it and let it sit for a second.
Look,
It had a chance. It had a chance.
I don't
okay?
think you did.
And I still think it's better than McNaughton's. Okay?
Whoa, that's not saying anything.
It's not saying a lot, but I'm still gonna give it 2.5. 2.5. It's dead average for its
it's a
shelf.
9.5. It's pretty good.
It's still higher, much higher than the McNaughton.
It's a 9.5.
The McNaughton is in the
Dan's-
lowest class and only got a
Dan's
third of the
liquor
puzzle.
taste just continues to boggle my mind. I don't understand it at all.
6
Wait a sec, hold on. You gave this you're giving this a 2.5. You gave the fucking McNaughton's a 2.
of the class.
Of the class.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
true.
lower class.
Yeah, okay.
If
Of
you
the
graded
class.
them all evenly, I'm sure.
No,
you wouldn't.
But
put
this is
them
a
next to
0.5 if we're in the same
Right.
scale. Like,
Yes.
and this is probably up to like a 3, because it's a middle shelf, right?
Right.
Or
Right.
well, I guess you'd say below middle shelf. So it's probably exactly
It's the club
right, so it's being a
level.
2.5.
You're not in the
even on the big
sweets.
shelf.
Yeah.
Because it's dead middle, even just a little bit below Jameson. So even like a 2.25
Right.
would be like your Canadian club level.
So I'm not gonna give it a 2.5, but I give it like a 2.25. Okay,
What you wanna
like
do?
you look at it and yeah, it's pretty good, but it's not up there. So I don't know, 2.5, 3. I'm not gonna really go in there. So I'm gonna go 2.5.
You guys come to my house.
2.25.
I get the garlic. I slice it in with a razor blade, so it just melts in the
Okay,
butter and the oil.
stop.
You come
just
over-
like that.
you
I
come
make a
over-
nice meatballs with the bare
come
hands.
over-
You guys want them?
my
nice
mom.
veal cutlets. Come on, come on.
Me mama will make
all
you
the meat in.
Yeah, I told you.
We'll make you sweet potato stew.
Shoving your beef and your
You want sweet potato
meatballs,
stew?
a cup of sugar.
You guys are doing two completely different references.
Listen close, because you might have to cook for 20 guys someday.
This is.
We're going all over the place. It's fucking butt state.
Here we go.
What cuckold party did you have to cook for 20 guys?
Well, all of them.
I don't.
If you would do them right. If you do them right.
All right.
You gotta be a nice host.
We're scoping this because we've fallen way too far.
No, we're
Wow.
I think we even lost. I think
No,
we
this
lost Peebs too.
This is a great
And
episode.
that's too bad. 'cause
no, we
that's-
got a viewer.
That's our boy. Is Peebs still there?
Well, I don't know if it's Peebs. It doesn't say Peebs.
Well, we don't have. Yeah.
Thanks. I assume that.
Okay, you can't get onto the. That's right. We can't.
Well,
get
he
over
can
the chat
text
on
me.
your
You
pad.
can text me.
Next week, maybe, if you want to steal the old family laptop and
we'll
fucking
scope
use it
this.
as a.
Yeah, I would have
Producer
tonight.
top.
Yeah, I would have tonight.
Well, next week, you know.
My boy was watching monster truck videos. He's a big monster
Now you see,
truck
son,
fan.
this here's Grave Digger. He's what you know is
No,
legend.
and I don't know shit about monster trucks.
Dude, Grave
This
Digger's
is
still
like-
Grave Digger.
No, I know.
You can't fucking shit on Grave Digger. He's the best.
I'm not gonna shit on it. Like I'm
we
taking
go.
him to a big rig race.
We got
in
the
May.
Butt State Live scope of the show.
I'm gonna pay
as the
attention to
show
you guys.
goes.
Yeah,
No, that's fine. Just keep the show going. You don't have to stop just for the scope.
Now we're
Guys
gonna
trying to put some
we're
Gorilla
just
Glue on it,
scoping.
yeah, but you just fucking smoke it.
We're just scoping. Does it work when it's sideways like that? Or is
always
that just
that's actually better. You want the landscape.
right?
You get a wider angle.
Solid.
Oh,
A wider angle,
Farish.
making the neck look.
Hello,
fatter.
Aunt Farish.
It's all right. What do we got?
I don't like the low angle. It shows my double chins. Can you raise it? I'm not a fan.
You're watching Butt State Live.
If you want, just use that as your back, and then you could lean it against.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why I'm the producer,
Bringing in for
even though I do no producing.
So yeah, you should periodically tell if you see a
Hey.
viewer pop up. Let them know what channel we're on YouTube.
We need like we
need
need
the
the Paul Halls or
band.
something.
You need a fucking dildo, you queer.
Did you
There it
guys?
is.
Okay, so today was Earth Day. Did you see that?
Today was Earth Day.
Yeah. Did you guys see that
Butt State.
video that Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly and
I didn't even know it was Earth Day. So
Adam McKay put out where they're the green team and they
How
go
would I
around.
know it was Earth Day?
Well, because if you had the internet, even if
Actually, I'm lying. I saw it. It was all over
I
Twitter.
know.
Earth Day.
I didn't plant a tree, all right, guys. I'm
Really?
just saying it was Earth Day.
I sent out like 20 tweets today, and I didn't notice it was Earth
Because you were
Day.
just writing them and sending them. You weren't reading shit.
No, I don't read anybody's
Reading
tweets.
is different.
Read
don't-
read the trends. When you see the hashtags trending, I bet you Earth Day and like Prince died was like the top two.
Well, on
Rest
mine,
in peace, Prince, by the way.
on mine, China.
Rest
was
in
the top
peace,
one.
Prince. We haven't said it.
Rain.
It's frustrating when the right things to say become like cliche and like trending.
Well, that's why we wait
But-
till we're midway
No,
into
it's
the
not
show.
really waiting.
Whatever. Well, we lost Prince, we lost China, we lost
There's
two
no way
great
to do
women
this.
this week.
Yeah, there's gonna be no more China porn videos
We lost two great
Hey,
women.
easy.
unless she has some underneath
There's
ones.
all right. I gotta hold it. I'm just gonna hold it.
Yeah,
That's what
There's
she
no way
said.
to scope. Yeah, she probably did.
I'm just gonna hold it. Can you
Couple
bring me home?
times. Okay.
Can you call me an Uber?
Stop. Stop.
call me an
It's
Uber.
the epitome of too soon. God.
What are you talking about?
Holy shit, man.
I wasn't even talking about Prince. What are you talking about too soon?
Watching Butt State Live. You were talking about China.
Holding it? Could you just hold? Oh, I was talking about China. Holding my dick. Calling her Uber driver.
I wasn't. I
Did
wouldn't
that,
do
did that happen in the porn? Did Xbox say just hold it?
No,
No, he
I
didn't.
just. I
And
thought he was
and
referencing.
to be fair, she had a storied porn
died, like,
career
3
long
days
after
ago.
the Night in China video.
Oh,
which you're
I
talking
saw the She-Hulk. That shit was
Oh,
fucked.
there's that one. There's the one where she's the queen of the ring and she gets gangbanged by
I've seen
9
them
dudes in a
all.
ring and it's a wrestling theme and there's a guy who's dressed like Paul Bearer. There's a
Oh!
John Cena guy. I swear to God, yeah. He comes in and he's got the horrible
Oh,
bald.
China, that clit is really long.
was Paul Bear like, oh,
Okay, he's-
China, I'm your
Okay,
father.
you have no idea how close you were to the
I'm
reality
your
of it.
father.
They had this dude, okay, and
Was it incest? Paul Bear the dad?
no, he was not China's dad.
Was it on Brazer?
Brazzers. Is it Brazer or Brazzer?
There's 2 Z's. If it was 1 Z, I would say Brazer. He Brazers.
I've never looked into
Like how we,
fucking how to
okay,
pronounce
this is
porn
going
sites.
too crazy.
Like all the other ones
I
are
just wanna
simple,
say,
like you.
I don't even know what we're
I don't
talking about
pronounce those.
anymore.
I gotta say, because when this happened, I was like, oh, I wanted, just for history's sake, I'm gonna, maybe just because I had nothing to do with my day off, I wanted to look up some China porn, see what was going on, because she died.
Don't pass that off as research for some shit.
I was beating it, I was cranking down.
I was looking up
So wait,
research
hold
for
on.
the
I just want to. This is too fucked up to not talk about. Did you just tell me that you were like, well, she just died, so I ought to like crank it in her honor. Like, is that what you?
No, if you think about it, if
This
China
is
was a
upsetting.
ghost,
You're watching Butt State Live. What's
Do you
going
think-
on, viewer? What do we got? Hi from Tranoctane. That might be Trinoctane.
4-foot trainable octane.
Listen, it's not your fault I can't read.
Hey, get on YouTube,
You're on
Hamburger
Butt-
House channel. Hit
you're-
us up. Hit us on the chat.
You're watching Butt State Live. We're
She used to
scoping
call
the
me
show
on my
that
cell
is currently on
phone.
YouTube. There's wait.
Butt State when you need my.
Anyway, we were talking about China.
You can
Butt
check
State
to
on
me.
my
But no, let's hold on. Let's not jump.
Butt
Let's
State
not
when
jump
you
topics.
need
Dan,
my-
you felt the need to
I
get
know
on
in the Butt State blade.
what? Pornhub? Or would you? Are you still on RedTube? What do
No,
you?
okay.
And you
Elephant
looked up
list.
China to
RedTube's-
crank it in her honor.
Well, okay. To be honest, and I hate to digress because this is definitely a fun subject, but like when I get into my porn watching, it's never,
Cranking it mode.
it's
fully
never,
torqued.
When I get into Dan time,
But see, the thing is, like, yeah, because I don't get the time.
Heels
like I
up
used
on
to.
either side of the computer.
I put them in the stirrups and start rubbing it.
Dan stole
Just the mushroom tip.
Dan stole stirrups from Valley.
Okay. This is the most trailer park Boys shit ever.
All right, so when I get on, it's not always just with the intent of like I'm gonna go in there and do a power crank down.
You're watching
You
Butt
get on
State
live.
Live.
Sometimes I'll watch it. Sometimes I'll sit there and
Via the
I'll
Periscope. Talk to
peruse things, not
Hello,
purely
hello.
for the end game.
Jump
I'll,
on YouTube,
I'll lead in and I'll watch
Hamburger
things
House
that
Network, that's
I'll
how you
just
see us.
I'll just look through shit. I'll see what's new. I'll see what's hot. Like because
On
and not
porn?
RedTube. No,
Porn?
yes, when I go to like Pornhub, they have different ways you can select it where you can say, okay, what's the newest?
you're
what's the
You
most
checking-
just
featured?
want to know what's
You're
like
watching.
you're checking what's trending in porn and you're jerking
When I-
it to that.
I'm not saying I'm sitting there the whole time cranking it. I'm saying like,
Okay, come
I'll
on.
I'll start it up and I'll
No.
open it up and I'll be like,
No,
okay.
he's not cranking it. He's
Not
just
the whole
watching
time.
porn for not the whole time. For a while, I'm just like rubbing it in my pants.
Sometimes
My dick is out
something will
before I
strike me.
type.com. I'm in and out quicker than I can.
Like, okay, you got kids though, so you got like a different schedule. Like, you only have so much time that's allotted to you that you could escape
Yes,
with
but I'm French. And
every
we
time.
speak
Like,
at the
okay,
same
I get
time.
at least one day a week where there's
Oh,
no one
hey,
in my
hey,
apartment
hey.
but me.
We got a French viewer, and we appreciate the viewer.
Oui, oui.
Hold on. No, don't
That's
speak
what-
French. That's not gonna help.
to a baby.
Apparently, the problem is we all talk at the same time, and it's hard to understand for a person that's speaking English as their second language.
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
Oh, well.
So apparently, no, come on, man. He doesn't mean that.
I don't mean it.
Apparently, we need to stop talking over each other all the
Hey,
time.
maybe you should thank us for not.
Dan.
Maybe you should thank us for not speaking German, French person.
What? Okay. He doesn't mean that
Why
either.
don't you guys go fucking man to Maginot Line
Sorry.
again? You
Hey,
fucking dick.
Jump on YouTube and check us out on ButtState.
Shit.
Yes, it's better one after one. And then we got Guy Rourke, 203 just joined. I don't know. You're watching Butt State Live. But you're watching on Periscope, and you should be watching on YouTube.
Hey, French person, do you watch baskets?
Subscribe to the channel.
Are you a clown?
What's our channel?
We are the Hamburger House Network on YouTube. We're actually broadcasting there now because Bass Rutin's a fuckface. You can also
Right.
find us on Facebook at the Butt State. We
I
are
can't talk German
on
language,
Twitter.
says the French person.
at Butt State Show. We are on. Just send us an email at
He forgot, but
buttstateshow@gmail.com.
Butt State Show is what you're watching. And we're on YouTube via the Hamburger House Network.
Oh yeah, and you're welcome.
We're talking sports.
WW2.
We're talking drugs. We're talking sex. We're talking rock and roll.
You thank Sayer's
We're
grandpa
talking
for me.
alcohol. Slowly, please repeat your channel name.
Hamburger House Network at YouTube. Hamburger House. A house made of hamburgers. Think of that.
Hamburger
House.
House
It's the food.
Network. You need to remember that. The network piece.
And we are the Butt State
Hamburger
Show.
House. Yes, you have typed it correctly. Yes, you speak. I think your English is just fine. I think it's good.
Better than his French.
Better than my French. Is correct.
Matt just says, like, suck my cock, excuse my French. It's not even French.
It's proper French.
Dude, we're
It's not even
fucking
French.
worldwide personified.
What?
We're in France.
I think so. What's happened? So on this show,
So what
on
we got
this
next
show,
here?
single French viewer.
She could
on
be-
Periscope viewer. No.
We just got another viewer.
Well, hey, it's probably getting on the channel. We taste liquor. and we bring you reviews on the liquor. We talk a lot about sports,
We don't drink wine.
but also
we also
sex,
taste French.
drugs.
We taste French
music.
vaginas also if you're
So I could
Fuck are
talk
you
about
talking about,
alcohol
dude?
and sex.
Can I get a dumb
I'm
one?
French, guy. This is a good point. You probably talk a lot about alcohol and sex. I think that's what...
It said I'm French guy? He said guy?
I'm French, guy. Wait, is this Trev?
I'm French guy.
Is this Trev?
I'm
again?
French guy.
I'm French, guy. Rock and roll, it's more difficult. Well, that's cool. We don't talk actually that much rock and roll.
Once in
It's
a
just
while.
kind of when you say sex and drugs, you've got to say rock and roll afterwards. That's an American thing.
Only once we get the sex and the drugs, then I go to the
But
rock and roll.
right, but the sex and the drugs usually comes first.
My dick is dry, so there's no rocking tonight.
Dan's dick is awful dry.
In France, do you guys...
Don't do the quarter pounder with cheese thing.
Is
If that's
there
what you're about to do.
I was
I'm
saying,
gonna
do you
stop
guys,
you early.
do you guys cuckold?
Cuckold? Ah, yes.
Is there a place in France where the naked ladies dance? I've always wondered.
I'm glad I
And
wasn't
if there
drunk.
is
there a hole in the wall?
where
Right.
the men can see it all?
Right. Okay. Let's move on.
I just
What do we
wondered.
got next on the actual show?
Well,
what are we talking
we
about?
are done with our brackets.
No, we
for
never
this
got
month.
into Mariners.
We've got an awesome and clearly a solid Periscope viewer.
Yeah.
Wait,
Appreciate it.
Wait. It exists in some places. The hole in the wall and the naked ladies dancing.
There's a place.
Well,
Wait.
There's
Hold on.
holes in
Naked
walls
ladies.
in
Is
Capitol
there holes in
Hill.
the wall? There's not holes in the wall.
There's
There's
a
just a place
hole
where
in
the
the
naked ladies
walls where
dance,
some
right?
dude will lick
'Cause we've
your
got
balls.
those too. Canada has those, and they've got some really solid
There's
ones.
holes in the walls down in Seattle where you just throw your hog
By the way,
through.
as
Yeah.
a French
The old barrel.
speaking person, how do you feel about French speaking Canada? Like, I don't know how France feels about them. I know how Montreal feels about France. How do you feel about Canada?
How do you feel about parts of Canada that speak English?
How do you feel about parts unknown?
No, of course not. But what I'm saying is, do they feel the same fondness? France is the biggest nudist country. I do know that. Now hold on.
Not tonight.
Is the pit shaving thing? Is that real, or is that just like old stupid American assumption? Where did that come from? That French women don't shave their pits.
I think it was probably some jealous American broad. that was
Oh,
trying
it's
to-
real.
If you
It's
don't get
real.
on this
It's what
butt
we've
state
just
train
been
now,
told.
you're
There's a
missing
fire
out.
bush over
Okay,
there in France.
we're talking to international viewers.
Yeah.
Butt state's taking off. I was just moving in on the
We're
mic, so I didn't
Periscope.
interscope you.
We're
I didn't want to
Periscope.
talk over.
No,
to
it's fine. It's
confuse
fine.
the
And I
French
just
viewer.
noticed that Coach
We're
Chris-
taking off.
I can't believe that's real.
Coach Chris
Wait,
has a haircut.
now,
You can
are
set your
you-
watch by. This fucking Johnny Unitas do.
Why do
I
we
gotta-
think we assume this?
It's great.
Yeah, what's going on with the haircut? Let's talk about this. Let's move in.
God
Hold on.
damn
Hold
it.
on. Let me flip this around.
What is it?
It's high and tight.
It is high and tight.
It's a
No,
haircut
let's
taker
observe the
respect.
haircut here. Let's get in. Let's
It's a
get
nice
into the real thing.
Johnny Unitas.
You can set your watch to that. What's up with the haircut? What's going on?
You want the
Hold
God?
on,
You want
lost.
the God
I can't
honest
see
truth?
Better
our
than I got.
viewers. Hold on. I can't see our viewers' stuff here.
Smoke this, baby. Soon you will learn life is shit.
Viewer, talk to me again. I couldn't see that last comment. We had a phone issue.
Do you want to know why?
But the haircut, it's high and tight. What's going on?
Okay,
Going to
so
the Air Force?
no, I always buzzed it off. And the wife was like, you should just
The wife.
Vanilla ice it real quick.
no, but no. So I'm growing out the top. I don't know. I'm gonna try
If
to
there was a
style
problem,
it.
you know I'd solve it.
I just like, if I saw Suge Knight, I'd piss myself. So,
Yeah, the guy runs people over. Fucking murders
well, right,
people.
okay.
It's your only defense when Suge Knight comes up is to play
Hold on,
dead and piss
sorry.
yourself.
Double tap. See, this is what I don't like about Periscope. I do the double tapping thing, and it doesn't always flip when I want
In
it to
case
flip.
of a zombie apocalypse,
I like how you
you
blame the
double
phone.
tap that
It
shit.
is the phone.
It's always the
What
technology.
do you think? I'm having a problem going
Yes, always. Yes.
tapping my finger?
I think when they calibrated these screens, they weren't using caveman hands.
Are you old friends? Yes, we have been
Been
friends
friends.
for a long.
We just met tonight, actually. If you guys can believe that.
You
know,
just
I'm not
this
friends
guy gave me a
with
handy
either of
at
these
a
guys.
bar, and I said, "Hey, come be on our show with us. Why not?" So, fuck it, let's do it.
Well, so
So we're,
fucking
you know
awesome.
what? I gotta be honest, Butt State fans tonight. We get more viewers on the show.
This is awesome.
Eddie.
With the scope going.
Oh, we got. Yep. Okay, whoever this is, they
roasting.
win because whoever this is not
French.
whoever. What's your name? No, you just called me Eddie. That means you know things.
Uh-oh.
Don't play games.
Uh-oh.
You just call me Eddie.
Eddie McFizz.
No, shh.
That's my
That
government name.
Name shall never be spoken.
It's spoken.
Anyway, no.
Saved my computer.
Our name. I'm Coach Matt. This is our Dean of Students, Dan. Eddie for the first one? Question mark. No, none of us are actually named. I'm Matt. This is Coach Chris.
Eddie DY.
And then this is our Dean of Students. What do we call you? Professor? Dean?
Cuckold Gooding Jr.
Dean? Cuckold Good.
All three. All at once. Like I'm a fucking... Like
Cuckold.
I want you to announce me
Late
like I'm
President
walking in...
Cuckold Ford.
Like I'm walking in to see the Queen of
Chris,
England.
yes,
You say
Chris
all my
is-
titles at once.
Shh. We're not supposed to talk over each other. Chris is over here. Chris is there.
I'll take the
And
Boilermakers.
this is Dan. Right. And this is the Butt State Live Show. Now, we normally have more viewers on the show. I think because we've changed our channel, it's harder to find us. But right now, Butt State viewers, I gotta say, Periscope viewer is giving us a lot more interaction.
Killing
than
it,
you are.
dog.
Listen, don't ever insult my my is at such a low tone, it makes your balls want to climb back out of your belly button.
That's why I try to impersonate it.
That's
Oh
right.
shit! It says we have 6 viewers.
It actually
Well, we get viewers.
It makes
We're
my
big
dick go so
time.
far inwards that I actually feel my dick going up my butthole.
So we will soon, if you subscribe to the channel, we'll be doing a show from the. You know, the more you talk about it, we can do it more.
That's why I love
The local pub. We're gonna do a show from a pub. What? 2 weekends from now?
Well, we're gonna talk to the pub.
We don't need to talk. I used to work there. I used to bartend there.
You know, their Fridays usually like bring in Mike
Okay,
guitar.
I could go on Tube Hamburger House. Yes, you could do that.
You can, and you
You
should.
could Tube Hamburger House.
Yeah,
you
tube
should
it.
Subscribe.
Tube it
You should subscribe to the
Follow
Hamburger
us
House
on
Network.
Twitter.
Follow
Subscribe
us on
us
Twitter.
on YouTube.
real quick.
Send us all your titty pics.
I gotta. Well, if you want to send titty pics, send titty pics.
What
if
if
you
it's a
don't, that's fine
guy?
too. We like them too.
Send 'em.
It could be a guy.
No dick pics.
Send it all.
Which sport you play? By the way, so the name is at Tyranoctone. Which sport I play? I used to play football.
Now just pocket knockers.
And now just pocket pool. And
Now I just beat the fuck out of my dick.
Dan was the Upper
champion.
Donahue curling champion.
Upper Donahue.
Wait, on the wall. It just says on the wall.
Back behind us on the wall.
What are you say? What's on the wall? It's a Notre Dame flag because Coach Chris. There are a lot of trophies. They're not trophies he won. They're.
Well, let's chill out, man. Like I won some of those little league trophies.
Which trophies are we talking about?
None
The
of these are
ones-
trophies. These are just
Where did I
pennants.
show trophies where they could be seen?
Back when I was like
Okay,
10 years
hold
old,
on.
I won this trophy
There's-
Playing
yeah.
for the Keach Construction Company, Red Little League team on the North Hill. I didn't play on the South Hill.
What's
Fuck
this
that.
voice that?
Why? Yeah. What are you doing right now?
I don't know.
What is this? Put that down.
Gotta chill out. Everybody needs to
His
chill out.
inner hillbilly just came out.
So we.
So I guess we're just gonna say fuck the Mariners news.
Well, no, we're gonna talk.
There's
about
not really any
Mariners.
news.
No,
Listen,
there is news. There's good news. It's good news.
Congratulations, Chris. Hey, Chris. Jared Martin, 517, just joined. You're watching Butt State Live
What's up,
via
Jared?
Periscope
I
tonight.
love how like on this broadcast it looks like we're all just fucking in profile, like we're all walking. Like
Well,
Egyptians.
stop looking over here at my phone. I'll look
Sorry,
at the
there's
phone.
just viewers.
You talk to the viewers on the.
It's kind of
YouTube.
hard to do that.
Hey everybody.
You talk to the viewers on the YouTube, and
just
I'll
wanna
talk to
say
the viewers
hello.
on the Periscope.
All the viewers out
You-
there.
What
the
is
view-
Butt State? I love rednecks. None of us are rednecks.
We're not
You hate
rednecks.
us.
I know our white skin might fool you.
Our short hair.
However, we're just all balding and white people.
It's because there's a big K on my
the
shirt.
YouTube.
Oh no, it's Felix.
Yes,
Sorry.
the YouTube. What is Butt State? Butt State is a sports and alcohol show. We've been testing alcohol all night. It works. And I love balding white people. We love you too. That's pretty solid.
This is the side your bread's buttered on, my friend.
This is where it's at.
This is a feast for you.
Anyway, Butt State is a sports show. This is so much fun. I'm glad you're having a good time. What do we got?
This is so much fun.
Marina's uterus. Okay, you're not Mariner's uterus. This is the party. You are a party for that name.
That's his username.
Marinas uterus. Oh, I thought Butt State was a home thing. Homo. Yeah, well.
Well,
Yeah, it
It's,
could
you know,
be.
that's fair.
It's got its
That's
moments.
fair, but a lot of people.
That's after dark, okay?
These
Okay,
guys split a fifth and butt chugged it.
Wait. Hold on.
Butt tube.
Hold on. Marinug. Marinug.
I think they're drunker than
Marinug uterus. I think you're drunker than we are. So on this show, we test liquor, we rate the liquor, and we talk about a lot of sports.
And later we pull out our dicks.
I'm going to kill myself.
I do.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Why is this person saying that? You're harshing my buzz.
Gonna kill themselves? Do it.
I'm going to... Don't do that.
Put it on tape. Show us.
Don't...
Shut
Dan,
the fuck up,
Dan, what are you
Dan.
doing? Don't do that.
They're not gonna actually do
That's
it.
not... Well, what if they did?
Well, then we become famous.
You should kiss your friend. My pussy is speaking Russian. Listen, not kissing my friend. Pussy speaking Russian is solid.
Periscope is fucking awesome.
Yeah, this is my pussy speaking Russian.
Homo fun? Question mark. Only in your dreams, buddy. But keep those dreams hard as a rock, okay? You can have all the fun. Where the homos at?
You know what they say?
Unfortunately, like we'd love to try to be the crowd you're looking for.
Where the homos at?
This just shows.
Where my homos at, yo?
The show just went out the window.
No,
Bro,
we
this
because
is
we
great.
periscope.
no, we might be
great.
making it.
This is
We're
like
doing it, dude.
This is the
might
night we. This is the night we
Kiss,
blow
I
up.
dare. My titties are crying.
That's okay. That's not a woman saying that.
No.
Because no woman
There's no
says,
way.
you
This
guys
is-
kiss, my titties are crying,
this is-
and my pussy
This
speaks
is like
Russian.
this is like 5 hair-back dudes jerking it, loving the homo fun. I'm a woman. Okay,
Hair-backed.
if you say so. But
I just realized I typed in Hamburger House. It's not hamburger.
did you spell it wrong?
I think it might be Sayer.
He missed an
Because
R.
I typed this in correctly. I think the account name is incorrect.
Follow me on Twitter.
Hamburger
we will
House.
follow you on Twitter. Listen, get on Twitter, look for the
Alright.
Butt State Show.
What's the Twitter handle?
What's the Twitter handle again? Tell us again. We'll find it.
We'll look it up right now. Bitch.
Anyway, hey, listen, let's not stop the
Can
show
we, okay,
because
I know.
Periscope's on.
So Mariners news.
Continue the
The
Okay,
Mariners
so-
won yesterday in
Wait,
extra
wait, at
innings.
Tove's Beauty. Toves.
Okay, hold on. Toves
You did N.
Bussy.
Beuty.
My pussy is having
Julia.
a blast. I bet it is.
Whoa, Julia, what's up?
Julia.
Sup, bitch?
Why? Okay.
Oh. Hey.
Bussy time. Show bussies. Listen, first of all, if you spell it with a B, is that Busey's? What the fuck?
Show my Busey.
What is a Busey? the viewers are
Our teeth
now
have to
talking
get
about
much
it.
more crooked and horse-like.
Listen.
Dude, what is this? You shitting on pizzas at Domino's?
Hey, who's that?
I don't know. It's just,
Is that the person?
Show us
that
on
our
camera,
viewer?
please. Show our Domino's girl. This is one of our
Google it.
viewers.
I just started crying.
You're
That's
fine.
okay. You can cry.
can you, I don't even know if you can see.
Yes. Just
That's-
go, just go
hey,
a little
look at
closer.
that.
A little closer. Can
That's
you
a
go
that's a bussy right
landscape
there.
us. Landscape us. There you
That's
go.
is that you? Is that our Google bussy?
Respect.
What is bussy?
Please
fancy
explain
to talk
at
about.
Domino's. Now go to the other one you had with it was more pancake butt. Yes, there you see the
Hey,
ripples.
there it is.
Probably got waffle tits.
Hey, you know what?
Man.
And we
But she's
respect.
also got 3 medium-sized 2
respect it.
toppings
Listen,
every time
we
she
re-
comes over.
We love the waffle.
She'll bring you a
tits.
free
There's nothing
cheesy
wrong
bread
with that.
with a dipping cup.
Nothing wrong with cheesy bread either.
No, at all. I would fucking take both
I
of
can't
those.
see.
happily
Well,
tonight.
you need to watch. Okay, you can't see because you're not watching.
Get
See
on
down here?
YouTube.
See the cam. Get on YouTube. You need to look. You need to look for the Hamburger House Network, and you're watching the Butt State Show. We're just scoping the Butt
That's
State
being the
Show.
Domino's girl.
Which
She's
is,
spread it over the box tops.
boys, we got to go back to the show here.
I know.
You keep
seriously.
digressing us, you
I'm not
cocksucker.
digressing. I'm just keeping the scope on.
Keep it
I'm
going.
talking,
Mariners
that's
news.
my job here.
We
Andrew
won
Albert.
yesterday.
It was hard. It's gonna be tough
Oh,
to
and
talk about.
Thanos now. What is
No.
Thanos?
Because how the fuck do you expect us to
Did we
talk
win today?
Mariners news when you're like, found those?
Well, okay, talk to the fans if you want to. Shut. It's because we've been drinking and smoking a lot. Savory?
Do you guys want to drink a 3 liter of?
Okay, easy.
What about
Listen,
Schweppes?
talk to the fans here.
Does anybody have any
When
ginger
we
ale made
talk
by?
to the fans here.
God damn you both. All right, so they won yesterday, 10-7, extra innings.
Not
On a
fine.
3-run
Hold on. Someone's
homer.
not able to find our channel on YouTube.
Because it's not
Butt
okay.
State Show live on
No,
YouTube.
it's Hamburger. It's not spelled
Just
right.
look up Butt State Show. It'll come up fine.
Will they be able to find our channel,
If
or
you
will
see
they
it-
find our old Butt
If
State
you find
channel?
us on Twitter, we got the link on Twitter. If you find us on Facebook, we got the link on Facebook.
Is that the correct link?
The
You
links-
fixed it all today?
The links on Facebook and Twitter are correct. If you look at our latest
Okay,
posts.
so find us on Twitter. Find us on
At
Twitter.
Butt State Show. which you're following right now. If you see us on Facebook, we're at facebook.com/
Hold on. I fingered a pussy once. It smelled like Hamburger Helper and tasted like mayo.
Close.
That was a quality pussy.
Must have been stroganoff from Hamburger House.
No. Okay. Okay.
This is why I'm vegan.
Hamburger.
Yes.
Okay. Tell
That's
the
good
Periscope
stuff.
viewers, our Get Back Coach misspelled it. It's Hamburger House, not Booger.
Are you serious?
Right
is that
there.
the network?
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Oh my god.
Hamburger.
Okay, so we have to fix this.
We're on Hamburger
We're on
House.
Hamburger House. It's HAMBUGER.
I'm telling you guys, if you just look up Bud State Show,
But if you look up the Butt Stage Show,
You'll see
you
us.
should be able to find us.
Just fucking
Now,
ass.
here's the deal, though.
Ass
fucking
and titties.
great.
We used
Ass,
to be on
ass,
the
and
Butt
titties.
State
Ass
channel.
and titties.
And
God,
we've
ass,
got
ass
old
and titties.
episodes.
this is
up.
the best show we've ever done.
Listen,
I got titties.
boys,
Bring me
boys,
some ass.
talk to the-
ass and titties.
So
We're fucking drunk.
I see
the
that.
Mariners are done. We're not doing that at all.
Okay.
No, God, there's
There's so much we're not talking about, and it's going to happen
Old
next week.
episodes, yes, we've been doing the
Prince
show for a
and
long
China
time.
died
What episode?
today.
What episode are we on?
16?
Oh no,
I'm trying to answer the
I think
fan.
we're 16.
422.
We're like the Flintstones. We're just going for years and years.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones.
Okay, you can't
There's
have
a
more
yabba
alcohol.
dabba do time, a yabba do
The show-
time. We'll
the
have
show
a
is-
gay old time.
Well, one of
The
those things
show
is true.
has fallen. The plane is crashing.
This is
into
the best
fucking-
show we have ever had.
It
We have
was
international
until you
viewers.
stopped. Until you started yelling.
Okay, you realize
For
you
real.
told me and Dan to get back to Mariners news, and you're like, dude, there's a guy named Thanos? Franos? Well, I think he likes Frangos. Dude, how the fuck do we talk news when you're like, Frangos?
This is not what I meant.
Are those neatly wrapped chocolates?
Fucking
It tastes
Toby.
like-
Toby Wong. Toby Wong. Fucking Charlie Chan. I got fucking Madonna's
Hello.
big dick coming out of my left
Can I
ear
come
and
over
fucking
and
Toby
let
Wang
pussy
coming out of my
talk?
right.
Of course you can. Go for it.
Talking
Come
about
on
pussies?
over. She says, my
Who
cunt
like
is
my
screaming.
chops and kick
All
your
right.
little last dick?
That's, I understand.
What's a common reaction from most women when they see this show?
I'm in Kent. Well, we have that effect.
Oh, you're in
on my
Kent.
way. As if you knew where we are. Well, hey, but you know what? We appreciate the likes and the viewers.
Meet us in 20 minutes at KDJ's in Renton.
No. Nope.
Listen,
Where's my-
I'll be flicking the bean in a matter of minutes here.
You're going to be flicking your...
Lord. Not
Just
your own
talking.
bean. Not your own
I'm
bean.
just talking.
If somebody pulls up here, I'm going to run out and punch him in the face.
Well, I don't know.
If they find where I live...
Nobody's finding
We have to
anything.
take away the
We need to calm down.
No witnesses.
All right. So on the Butt State Show tonight, we still have left.
Nothing. Prince in China died.
Okay, now listen. Listen. Whose bean are you flicking?
Lords,
Okay.
of course. Lord.
Oh, no. We have serious...
Yeah, we
guys got
all
notes. I'm
kinds
done
of
with mine,
shit
though.
to do.
We have MMA news.
What was
listen,
that? Okay, what were you talking about before the
Bones
show?
Jones is fighting tomorrow night.
Remember you brought up something before the show. You were like, I want to talk about
Oh,
this.
James Harden. Can we pull the
No.
video up?
Before that, it was a big
it,
topic.
man?
It was something. No, it wasn't
T-Birds
that.
in the conference finals.
No, it wasn't anything on this sheet.
I'm gonna cry about the Detroit
Damn it!
Red
You brought
Wings.
this up and you were like, I
He's
should.
like, if I
What
blow
the
if
fuck
I
is
blow a
happening?
dude with really nice tits,
What the
is
fuck
that
is
gay?
happening if you're watching on
Yes,
Periscope?
if
you
you-
need to be watching on YouTube.
or both.
We
I
need to get
have
off
your
Periscope.
address.
Like, I
Says
love-
Jared Martin 517.
Matt just likes to shout
Your
things off the
location.
show.
Your location is on.
It is.
That's fine.
It's not like it just says
Come
Renton.
get us, Jared Martin.
That's not cool.
You know where to find us.
Why
It
is that
just
not-
says Renton. It doesn't
It's
say your
not-
address.
It's not our little address. Let's find out. We're coming over. Jared is a homo. I'm coming too.
Party at Ulrich's.
Nobody is showing
Party
up
at
here.
Coach Chris's.
Look at drunk. Let's all view drunk Chris getting nervous about the people that are not going to show up. In
My
his,
mom and dad are gonna be back tomorrow.
nobody is worried.
Just
about
so you know, I got 15 guns. If not to
Anyway,
use all of them.
anyway.
And two of them are out of
So
here.
what do we have left on the show tonight? So that was a solid scope,
God
right?
damn it.
Listen, get your ass on YouTube.
Hamburger.
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 HAMBUGER House. Look
If
for
you
the
look up
Butt
Butt
State
State, you'll find
Show. You can find us.
If you
Okay?
look up Butt State, you'll be fine.
There are alcoholics place. I will take a plane. Pure Liar joined. Listen, Pure Liar, you're watching the Butt State Show live. We're
Matt.
periscoping. We're gonna have to get this going.
Just keep it going.
We
Set it on the
can't
table.
keep. It can't keep going.
You can't. Just set it. And
Well,
we'll be okay.
because Periscopes become the whole show.
We'll react to them also. I think we keep
Rockstar.
them bored. Yeah, just exactly like you got.
There it is.
That's perfect.
There it is. All right, here we go.
So-
we're moving on.
Prince in China
Show's still
chose
going.
the same day to die. What's the
He
correlation?
chose the same day.
Yes.
to die.
Same day to die. They didn't choose it. They fell upon
I'm
it.
sure Prince didn't choose.
What it means
Listen,
is that
by
China,
the way, so what's the deal with Prince? Percocets?
No, the autopsy hasn't come back yet, but there was a plane ride he was on about 3 or 4 days ago that had to be emergency diverted because there was an unresponsive male. Turned out it was Prince. He had some sort of flu or pneumonia. He performed the next night, so everyone thought he was getting better, but really it just made him worse. It was like Houdini. Like he
Gotcha.
fucked himself. So he went home and he was found unresponsive Thursday
In an
morning.
elevator.
In his house, he was found unresponsive.
In an elevator.
So he's got an elevator in his house, by the way, in case you didn't know, Prince has an elevator
That's
in
not
his
that
house.
shocking.
bitch, I got an elevator.
It's not
in my
shocking, but
house.
it's at the same time, it's like, okay, you're not surprised if anyone had an elevator that Prince would, but still, it's an elevator in your fucking house.
Prince was a best.
He was a best. I would have to agree.
I agree too.
He was one of
He
a
was
bestest.
He was a great performer. I don't really give a shit.
So I don't mean to keep plugging us here. I just noticed we're getting a lot of viewers here on the Periscope, and I feel like I should tell them that they need to go to YouTube, check out Butt State Live. On
Every
Hamburger
oh my
House
god,
Network.
did we have the fucking music playing that whole time?
Oh,
that
that's
fucking
too bad.
swanky ass.
That's
fucking,
probably what. That's probably what kept our viewers off. Jesus.
Go to Hamburger.
Hamburger House.
Guys, if you just look at Butt State, it'll show up.
Okay, just look up Butt State on YouTube. But I'll bet you $100 right now that that's not the case.
I'm not taking that bet.
Because I tried to find Hamburger House earlier and it's not easy.
It's
you
not
didn't-
it's
Yeah.
Hamburger.
Look up Butt State, you dick licker.
But I look. You know what happens? It goes to our old Butt State channel.
Right, but it's also going to show the live
no,
broadcast
now. So check it out.
Right
check it out.
now, if you do it. Right now, if you do it, you'll find Butt
You gotta
State.
go.
Listen, you're talking to the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, the dean of students at Butt State University. We're periscoping.
Look,
We're viewing.
see where it's on the third
I
one down.
believe
It says
you. Here
live
we
right
go.
there. Show me Periscope.
Get your ass on there on YouTube. Butt
can't see
State
that.
Live. Check it out.
Inception.
Anyway,
If you
need
type
to be-
in Butt State Show on YouTube, the third video down will have a live symbol on it. That's where you can watch us live on YouTube. Which
anybody is here. Well, there was people here. Then you showed up. Who's that?
Somebody else who had more English grammar skills
Yeah,
was here.
seriously, solid.
better quality.
Anyway. Hey, so
Man, you had something that was so fucking good, but we were talking about before the show. You were like, it was kind of a sports related thing, but it wasn't really. It was more of a bigger topic. Like what?
well, our Butt State alumni.
who the fuck would you fight?
Yes,
Right,
that
you
was
had
it.
a
That was it.
fantasy fight.
Thank
Dream
you, Coach Chris.
Well, yeah, dream fights. So
Dream
for you,
fights.
tell
Yes.
us, Periscope, talk to us.
You can fight
If you're watching on the YouTube, talk to us. Your dream fight. Who's your dream fight? If you could weigh in and go 3 rounds of MMA action with some 8-ounce gloves,
with anybody of your choice,
anyone in the world,
living or dead.
I've got a few of them. But now, see, obviously, when you do it, when you're talking to the whole world,
You gotta talk about somebody
people-
that's known.
Right.
I think
Bon Jovi.
We'd all fight Hitler. We'd all fight Bon
Now
Jovi.
I'm gonna have to cut to about $1.65 to fight Bon Jovi to catch.
No.
weight.
No, right now
it's
this is
gonna be
old school
old
UFC.
no weights.
No
No,
weight
wait, no,
classes.
that's not fun. I want to talk about the cut.
Why? That's such the most
Because
boring.
I think to fight Bon Jovi, I'm gonna enjoy that cut.
Nobody want to listen.
I think I'll
Wants to
enjoy
listen
every
to you
second
talk
of
about
that
like,
cut.
yeah, for some fucking 3 months I ate
I'm not
cucumbers.
gonna cut. I'm not gonna talk about it for a long. I'm not gonna talk about it in detail.
Dressing a
No,
day.
I'm just saying, if you talk about a guy you're gonna fight, you gotta talk about the catch weight. It's funny.
no,
It's
stop.
funny. No, bullshit.
It's just you
I
fighting him.
just watched like 6 guys at work laugh their asses off talking about the catch weight.
You don't want to fight?
How
me
many of them are
fighting
your
our
students?
boss.
wanna
No,
fight.
we're all adults.
I want to fight David Bowie.
Oh,
So you know what? Talking about the dream fights, we've lost every viewer. We had viewers on Periscope all night talking about dream fights, which Dan was.
Okay, but we just picked up one. Maybe they're getting on
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
On Hamburger House.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Fuck
is true.
Sayer for misspelling
Yeah.
it.
Are you fucking kidding me, Sarah?
did you just say something about Jews?
No, definitely not. The doctorate of everything. Can't
Sayer
spell
misspelled
hamburger.
AAA gun. With 7 A's.
He just got confused after 4. He's like, I just want to make sure there's enough. Anti-aircraft, also aged Asian man.
So-
gun.
What do we got else? Left.
The Mariners. Okay, so
What do
real
we got
quick,
else?
I'm gonna speed through the Mariners. Last night they won with a 3-run bomb in the 10th. Tonight, Cruz hit a 2-run bomb, so they won again. They're back to 500. They're 8-8.
We don't even need to speed through it.
On the road,
Third
We
place.
don't even need to speed through it. It's just bottom line.
on the road, they're a good team. At
Right.
home, they're a
Stop
shit
playing
team.
at home.
When
Mariners,
I go to see
stop
them,
playing home
just
games.
stop letting me come into the games.
No,
They
you
just
need
do
to grow
that.
the beard back out and blow up Safeco.
By the way,
When nobody's there.
That's a
when they're on a road
BNSF
trip.
blast. Oh my god.
When they're on a road trip.
by the way, I started
laugh?
letting
When Billy Joel is there.
I started letting the playoff beard go, and my Red Wings got knocked out of the playoffs. Like as soon as I started letting the playoff beard, that's why
the
my
Mariners
neck,
have been winning.
my neck and my hair is completely uncut
let it
and
go.
unshaven. Should it?
Sure, that's the reason.
Well, and I've been flipping my meat around too much
You're in for butt stuff.
instead of getting.
Ready to butt chug.
I don't think we need to talk about butt chugging.
It's never a need.
I have ad comments on your tube.
Oh!
Hey, talk to us.
Sup,
Where are
nigga?
the comments on the tube?
Did
Is that your phone's
Did you
deal?
see?
I think I can do that.
Yeah.
We got a
Did you
light.
see it?
Coach
We're looking
Chris?
for it. We're looking for it.
Shit. Oh shit! This Periscope was the best idea ever.
Let's leave the Periscope on. Anyway, so we were talking about the Mariners. Now, if you're not from Seattle, you probably don't know who the Mariners are because they don't play on national television because they suck.
Unless you follow
Dick for
really bad
quarters.
sports teams, then you know who they are.
So I got to rock a piss. Butt State.
Yeah, me too.
Coach Matt's gonna. No, that's fine. I'm trying. I can't get these. So how do I? Sorry. If you're with us, hang with us. We're trying. We're getting told that we're getting comments on YouTube.
You have to look
Listen,
them up. Here, hold on.
we've gotten some pretty good. I don't want to butcher a word. We've gotten a lot of action tonight. Okay, we're getting a lot of talking, so which is good for us. You know, and we're fucking pumped. We're trying to
We're
be able
only
to
about that
interact.
action, as Beast Mode is. We're all about it.
All about that action, boss. All about that action. Fuck you. I just want to see myself 10 minutes later or 10 seconds later go, fuck you.
The comments have not arrived.
Are you on the Butt State channel or are you on the Hamburger?
There we go, James Lodi. Hey, it's the French guy. I found you. We do see your comments.
Yes.
James. Yeah.
Okay, French. Oh, so you're a French guy. We thought you were a fucking French woman.
Well, you know.
That's still cool. Like that. That's fine.
Matt
That-
put you
I'm
in-
fucking. Matt was over here fucking.
I didn't say either way.
Shut the fuck up! I got neighbors. You fuck. You're over here yelling like a fucking drunk Mick. This guy's over here fucking trying to dig up potatoes. Fuck.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know. He's not even fucking smart enough to know that you can get potatoes out of the ground.
Okay, so we'll check. Is there any way we can like minimize the screen to see their? What'd you say? Find your dick?
Told Dan to find his dick.
Shh! Shut the fuck up.
I'd have to open your mouth to do that.
This is a family. That was a good one. That was solid. Oh God.
All it takes is a good old dick in the mouth joke to get
Yeah,
right
so
back
can we-
on trail.
So there's no. Let me see. Hold on.
So what else do we got for tonight? We got 3 viewers.
Okay, so bear with us. We're gonna try. You know what? No, we're on to something. Because we're gonna start interacting with you viewers. Give us a second.
Give and take. We're gonna
'Cause
give us, and we're gonna take it right
Up
here.
until today, for the most part, all of our comments have came after we posted the video on YouTube. We haven't gotten a lot live, so listen. You're in the groundworks of a show that's going to take this nation by storm.
You're the groundworks.
Isn't that what? Did I fuck that up?
The ground level. The groundworks.
Now you're working on the ground.
I know some French women too, but she's too fat for you.
Too fat for me, brother? Have
See,
you
I don't know.
seen me? I'm fat as fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think there's 2 of us here that would pound the fuck out of
Okay.
some French chicks.
Groundwork.
Some fat French chicks.
No S. Not
Oh,
plural.
I'm sorry. Did anybody ask for your opinion?
Ground level.
I don't think so.
Ground level.
Yeah, you should keep talking some more.
So what's the password?
So
What's the
Russian
password?
with it.
That's not going to be on that account. It's going to be
Russian
on the
women.
Hamburger House Network. See.
Got it.
Which now see we've got multiple.
Oh no, we have viewers
viewers
on here.
Cross pollinating. We're spreading around. We got anything else left for the show?
We got some more whiskey.
What do you mean left for the show? We have viewers. We have people
Yeah.
talking to
Let's
us.
keep
We're gonna
talking
go.
about dream fights. Let's keep talking about dream
So
fights.
dream fights.
That's
I
a
got
great
Bon
topic.
Jovi. I want Bon Jovi in a dream fight. Viewers, talk to us.
I think all of us are beating up Bon Jovi. No
Hello
problem.
from Nigeria. What's going on, Nigeria?
Hello.
What's going on, man? Don't.
I wanna
I
see-
do my Africa face.
You want to see me throat punch Dan on the internet?
Send us a dick pic.
Drink some whiskey.
Send me African dick pics.
That I can do for you.
So I sign in with Hamburger House Network at Gmail.
This is what we do here on Butt State.
Please don't say the butt. The
Oh, you
password.
know what? I just thought about. I bet.
Please don't just say it.
I just thought about the people that I know that are.
Is our password Guggenheim?
I'm pretty sure we know the people
Our
that are
password's
talking to us
Goebbels.
tonight. Cheers.
Was that caps?
Cheers.
No,
No, doesn't
it's
matter.
false caps.
If you're, is this another viewer? The Nigeria. You need to get on YouTube and look for the Butt State Show.
On
But-
Hamburger House.
Butt State. It's
Stop
the
saying that.
finest university in the country.
It's going to be different.
This is our dean of students. I'm our
Hamburger.
football team's defensive coordinator. There's our O coordinator over there. Our head coach is never to be named or seen. And you're watching the Butt State Show. So you should get on YouTube and stop seeing...
Checking now.
Check in now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, get on there.
So we're talking about dream fights. We're talking
We
about people
talk
that
about liquor. We talk about fights.
right now we're talking about people that if you
Talking
had
about dicks, pussy.
live or dead, who
Okay.
would you fight given the chance?
Dan.
What do you
and,
think,
And
Dan?
Coach Matt said
I got Bon Jovi. I want Bon
That's a-
Jovi.
that's
And
a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
meet him. I'm gonna meet him in a catchweight at a buck 70.
He's wiry. I think he's not going to have a whole lot of
He can fight
chin.
170, right? How tall is Bon Jovi?
I think you're going to sleep him real fast.
Real quick, sorry. So from here, how do I see our live comments?
Well, it should be under the comments.
There's
Maybe
nothing
scroll
there.
down a little further. Maybe
Why? We're doing a lot of.
I don't know.
Sorry.
No, we have people talking to us on
Right.
they're telling us they're talking to us
Oh.
on YouTube.
We're in low res, so I can honestly just respond here on the computer too. I got it open.
Well, then just go back and
Yeah,
forth
then
and do
what
that.
are you
gays?
No, we're not
found you.
fucking gays.
Are you see my comments? Hello. I
Yes,
know
that-
some friend. There we go.
That was the one that was
We'll just do
a
that.
Frenchman.
We
but
see ya.
He's not a French woman, French man.
Let me
That's
rock.
fine.
They're
let me-
close. I mean, you could fuck them both equally with your penis.
That's not untrue.
It's
What
not
you're
true.
saying is not a lie.
Ask the Germans. How many?
Ask the Germans.
Ask the Germans how
The
many
Germans.
Frenchmen were fucked in the ass by
Easy
penis.
now.
Well, if it wasn't the Germans, it was going to be the Americans that did it. So they're just lucky they got some nice English-speaking folk that came over didn't understand
What?
vintage
what is
wines.
What is it? What is it with you and just revisiting ugly history?
It's my wheelhouse. It's
it's kind of all I know.
all I know is I gotta pee really bad.
Well, you should go rock a piss.
I'm going to.
Listen, see, we've come down to one viewer on Periscope. Listen, if you're on,
But they're jumping on YouTube.
they're getting on YouTube. That's fine.
We're-
I just want to keep letting people know if they're on Periscope, then they need to find the Butt State Show
On
on
Hamburger.
YouTube. Stop with that.
I can't say
You
hamburger.
just proved you don't need to do that. It's just confusing the situation.
Okay, hamburger.
Look for the Butt State Show. You got to find the live episode. We've got old episodes up. Check us out on Twitter, at Butt State Show. Right.
Yes.
Right. Check us out on. See, this is the same. This is our another. There's our viewer back on Periscope. Good to see you. So the Mariners, though, I mean, honestly, are we gonna end the season above 500? Are we gonna make the playoffs finally? Because I know everybody's shitting their pants right now, and I
Okay.
understand why. Because every year we start like this. But what if this year really is the year that we're gonna continue to progress and get better?
So you know the old adage, it was like you win your home games and you go 500 on the road.
Yeah.
So the
we got to
Mariners
do it
win-
the other way.
we go opposite.
Win on the road.
We go 500 at home, we win on the road.
Okay.
Because I mean, this road trip. So right now, what we've lost 2 games. We're 5-2 on this road trip. That's serious.
Because they are more interactivity. I think what you're trying to say is we need to interact with you more.
Oh, check back the
Here.
chat.
Pull your dicks out.
Oh, there is more interactivity here. That's what they're saying. We talk to them when they're on Periscope. We're not talking enough to them when they're on YouTube.
Oh,
so
well, we'll try to.
here
Dan,
they're
get back on the
Dan,
thing.
get back on the. Make sure you can see the comments so we can talk.
Is
to
there any way
people.
we can minimize this and have both screens up so we can see
We
it?
can go like this.
Oh!
Hey.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
By
I
the
was-
way, this is my friend Dan. He can like build a computer, but he can't.
Look at
also
that.
How to double screen us.
All right, check it. Okay, we
Build a
got.
Pauper's grave for a fucking
Yes, I
Irishman.
show you. See, look, check the tweets.
So
out,
that's all
man.
we need. We don't need to watch us.
All right, where's the third?
That's when you were pissing.
I was pissing. Sometimes you gotta piss,
Yeah,
especially
just-
when you're drinking
Just
whiskey.
click on that. Just
No.
click on the comments. What
I'm
do we
getting
need
it. I'm getting it.
There we
Fucking
go.
sorted out.
So Dan, action. Where's the action?
Hey. So
What do you want to see him do? Jack off in a Guinness bottle?
that's after dark, guys. That's it for after dark.
Now we do Butt State after dark when the show's over. Although this show, you gotta be honest, French viewer, we
already an
enjoyed
after dark.
talking to you.
No, we might not have to go. We might just run.
We
for
might
3
just run
hours,
straight
man.
into
It's been
after dark.
good.
I'm sleeping on your couch. In
We've
the
had a lot of
garage.
fun with the Periscope viewer tonight. So
You
if
can
you're
sleep
watching,
in the house.
if tomorrow you turn us on,
You don't have to sleep in the garage.
You can scare my children when they fucking
we
wake
still
up.
have something to drink. We have the fucking 80s van metal.
we got beer to drink and we haven't even tasted. Here we go.
Oh shit!
Let's bring it out.
You know what? I'm going straight from the Baroque coffee music to the Irish toast music.
Right. Well, but because you're gonna turn the music on.
Okay,
That's
so
fair.
It's a little quieter than it was.
Well, if you're watching on Periscope, you're not gonna be able to hear the music.
Real
If
little
you're,
introduction.
if you're watching on YouTube, you'll hear the music. We're
Yeah,
about to
bring
drink
her in
some
there.
beer
A little lower.
from a terrible '80s metal band.
Wow.
I think.
look at that label.
That's fucking
What
so
is
cool.
that?
So,
We don't know what that is.
It looks like
That
something from a fucking Ronnie James Dio
That
video.
looks like
It's the beginning of
garbage
Holy
can.
Diver.
Holy diver, you've been down too long
Whiskey,
in the midnight
beers,
sea.
well, for this guy, whiskey beers and a whole bunch of cock. And Paul Malls.
Pale males.
Yeah, pale males is exactly what you're after.
Of both types.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have here.
LOL.
I got there.
So what beer are we drinking?
This is
Handy
called-
one. Let's get it going.
Okay,
Too
for
much-
one thing, you gotta keep in mind this is called Unibrow.
That's what I'm talking
With a
about.
U and an E.
Let's do this. Let's drink something
Unibrow.
gross. Let's drink
So-
something terrible. Hand me a beer.
It's not Twisters.
What do we
Trost
got?
Pale Ale is a remarkably mellow dark ale to complement its aroma
It's
of
a pop-up.
ripe fruit. It has a pleasant aftertaste that lingers on like a port wine.
Like a port wine?
Hey, read it.
damn it.
It's like a wine, yeah.
It's like a wine.
wafer thing.
So we're gonna drink some shitty beer now.
I think it's gonna be good.
It might be good beer. Where's it from now? What is
This is
this?
from Canada. It was in the
Canadian.
okay,
It's actually Canadian beer. Where'd you get it? Where'd you
Bevmo.
purchase this? Bevmo.
But again, we've no
Canadian section.
right? But then again, they also have an Emerald Isles, which you guys told me there was only one Emerald
that
Isle.
didn't make sense.
Trois pistoles means 3 pistols, guys.
Does it?
Yes.
All right.
3 pistols.
There's our there's.
well, there's our smart guy
I know, right?
letting us know.
There's also a lot of porn out there. I'm really good at that too.
What is it?
There's
Twa-
porn called Three Pistols. Is it just
Twa-
3 dicks in one
What'd you
pussy?
say? Trois pistolas?
You know why?
I thought it said 3 pussies.
17 pussies.
Like, where does it end?
Hold
Is
on, I
it
got
18
another,
pussies? 20 pussies?
32 pussies.
I don't know what I'm filming right now. I gotta. Oh damn it! Oh shit!
Okay, so I don't know.
Do you have Wi-Fi, man?
Yeah.
I need to connect to that.
suck
I'm
up
just
data.
killing my data right now.
Oh, not the FBI is my.
Hold on,
Name.
I gotta figure this out.
Oh, and I don't want to say my password out loud.
Like if someone's gonna come drive up and steal your Wi-Fi. That would be
Really?
That's when you know you made it.
Yeah, seriously.
You got fans stealing your Wi-Fi.
At that point, you're making money, dude.
Some guys outside
Here.
in a fucking semi truck like,
He's
where's
doing
the
it.
state?
He's like, no, somebody's gonna really do it. Shut up.
Dude, it's just
It's just a precaution.
I like how your password looks like a code name for a 60s CIA operation.
what, Deep Throat?
What's your network called?
Not the FBI.
Not the FBI.
Not the FBI.
So this would be under ale. This smells fruity as fuck. Just smell it first.
It does have kind of a fruity smell to it.
I think that's completely.
Should we just pour out a
unnecessary.
line and snort it? I think I'm gonna butt chug this. It smells great. Might be a smooth butt chug.
Let's give it a little swiggy here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Dan, let us know, man. How's it taste?
All right. Well, I put the password in, and now my phone just fucking died.
Pretty good. I've never heard
What
of
is
a
it? What's
beer
happening?
being bottle re-fermented.
Incorrect password.
Try a capital Z.
I did.
Then do a lowercase z.
Seriously?
Well, yeah, that's the only thing. That's the password. Did you spell it right?
I think so. I spelled it like you spelled it on this paper.
Did I?
But you're using your big Mickey Rourke hands,
Oh,
so
what
there's
the
no way.
fuck?
It's actually a really good beer. It doesn't taste like
Is
it's
it
got
because it tastes
9%.
like fruit juice, Dan?
No, it's different.
There we go.
For a 9%, it's really smooth.
I think that's pretty
Now I'm
damn good,
connected.
man.
It tastes just like a regular 5 or 6% beer.
There we go. Let's go back to. Is Periscope still happening? Why I'm like,
I don't know.
it might be.
You're the Periscope.
You mean
episode.
happening like the kids are into it? Kind of happening? Like they're doing like Charleston?
You mean like you're fucking just out here dabbing on Periscope?
Slamming down, yeah, super limit.
Watch me do my fucking dab.
Like some Gorilla Glue.
Step back. Watch me do my dance. Step back. Watch me do this dance.
All right. Well, I guess Periscope's off. Should I put it back on, or should we just do the? Should we just enjoy the show?
We'll
now?
save it for after dark.
What do we got? Any
They got their
viewers?
chance. We do.
We can turn Periscope back on at any time.
Yeah,
It's true.
Periscope really livened things up. I was enjoying
It was fun to talk to the viewers, but show down.
No, because we didn't have this going on. If we get viewers back on and then we let them know, like, look,
It's a mix.
YouTube
We gotta
chat.
mix
We
it.
got to make sure though, if people jump on YouTube, we can talk to them.
Right. And not give too much precedence
just-
to the Periscope guys.
So we're telling you on Butt State, we just made a mistake. So we know now we know.
And we're blaming it on Matt.
I haven't tasted this beer yet.
All right, so
It
this
smells like wine.
So we're gonna.
It definitely does have that kind of like wine aftertaste. They weren't lying about that. It's different.
It's fruity as all fuck.
Yeah, well, I
It's
mean,
like fruit juice.
I don't know if it's fruit juice.
It's like for a beer. It's fruity.
Yeah, it's fruity. It's not like a Langengurgles fucking...
Langenkugels.
Yeah, whatever.
Langengurgles. Write it down.
I know, exactly. Laden gurgles.
Langengurgles.
And it's the first one since 4-foot trainables.
That's my woman's
I didn't
favorite.
say 4-foot
That's my woman-
trainables.
That's my woman's favorite beer.
Oh, is it?
Lenny's.
You
The
did say
summer-
4-foot
The Summer
trainables.
Shandy? It's a decent... No, I didn't say... Matt said trainables. I
You
didn't
said
say
4-foot trainings. You said 4-foot trainables.
I never said trainables.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
It's on the list.
I will not argue anything that I have missed. You read off everything else, I'll own it. I did not say trainables.
I think I said trainables. I think
like
that was
100
my first mistake.
Yeah.
Well, the only one I have here is Jamelson.
No.
But there's no possibility you've ever been drunk.
We were... you know what? You can
God,
watch...
I have-
Dan hasn't made any mistakes ever.
Not that's been written down.
Because you've been writing them down.
Yeah.
The mistakes are on
No,
paper.
you
I'm the writer.
You actually have written down the mistakes. You just didn't write them down on your
Matt's
Fine, yes.
when Matt did the Periscope fluff, he said it. You can watch the Periscope fluff and see Matt say trainables. I didn't.
Yeah. Well,
Dude,
because I
I'll-
remembered it from last
Right.
time. But I think I did say it.
I.
It doesn't matter. 4-foot passables.
Well, yeah, trainables. Yeah,
So, listen, the Mariners should never play at home again. But we want to keep going to the home ballpark. So open up Safeco Field. Let us drink your beer at half price and let us watch the game on the Jumbotron.
No, you know what they need
Every
to do?
away game.
They need to allow. They need to give me the right again to buy $8 bleacher seats and then sit front row on the third baseline because you
Yeah.
only have fucking 5,000 people there.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
And
Stop
that's the
putting
really-
those old guys at the edge of the stairs or whatever they are. Yeah, the ushers. Thank you.
Ushers. I got to call.
And they stand there and they go, you don't sit here. It's like nobody fucking sits there.
What was it?
Nobody's here.
No.
So let me go sit down there.
5 years
I'm
ago.
paying your paycheck, you son of a bitch.
Five years ago, before they got strict on these ushers, they still sucked 5 years ago. Okay, they've sucked for 15 years.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, they were still shitty, but I was going to like probably 10, 11 games a year,
We gotta get
and I was buying bleacher seats, and then I would go sit on the third baseline. You know what? At least if your game's on ESPN, it looks like you have fans, as opposed to keeping it. Nobody's gonna spend good money to sit on the baselines when you guys are shitting the bed. But
That's right.
so, here's a little question. By this time next week, I don't know if anybody wants to put a bet on it, but right now we're 500. We're 8-8.
You think
This
we'll be
time
there?
next Friday, will we be above 500 or will we be below
Oh,
500?
below, of course. If you're betting, I'm saying below every time.
By next week, on Friday.
By next Friday
Hold
when
on.
we
What's
do
our
but,
schedule? Who are we playing
Yeah, that's a good question.
through the week?
so
Who
we
do
have
play?
two games left with
Left
Anaheim,
with Anaheim.
which Anaheim's really
They're not that awesome.
No, they've been like this year. So
By the
far.
way, did we win tonight?
yeah, that's what I
Felix
said.
pitched, so we should have won.
No,
He
Felix
scratched.
got
What?
scratched.
He was
Iwo
sick.
Kuma.
Happy Felix Day and no Felix?
I wore my Felix shirt and everything and nothing.
Fuck that!
He's been, they scratched him due to an illness. Fuck that. This is what I don't get. Like this guy's coming in with and I'm listening to like oh dude, you're standing out there yelling like a fucking drunk.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I promise you I'm not any yet louder than you are in here.
No, but in here I feel like it's muffled. But
Oh,
you're
yeah, it's totally muffled in this echoey ass cave.
what did it say?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I was listening to 710 and people were complaining like, oh yeah, Felix's fastball is down to like 90 and 89.
Oh, what a shitty fastball.
The guy has a .69 ERA.
Right.
How
Shut the
quick
fuck
do
up.
fans forget? Like, how long did Jamie Moyer pitch? Like his
Does
fastball was like
anybody realize
82 miles an hour.
Do they realize how good he is?
He
on
can
any other
pinpoint.
team, he's probably won a World Series already. Because he's so goddamn good, he's helping the team get there.
No,
but
because-
our team sucks so bad.
That's how you build a contender is you start with an ace.
So
And right now, we not only have, and I was talking about this, the one thing that gives me hope was that we don't only just have Felix. Taijuan Walker is slowly becoming the next ace.
Remember last year?
He had a solid outing.
That's all I can say about Taijuan Walker.
But he didn't.
Remember last year? He had his ups.
got hurt.
He had his downs.
But-
and I'm not saying he's going to fall off. I'm just saying
right.
I'm reserving my judgment. I need to give it to at least half the season.
Oh, I hear
to
you.
see is he going to fall off again or is he going to stay like this?
But-
Taijuan Walker looks good right now.
But through three starts, he's 1-0 with a 1.5 ERA. Like he's shutting shit down.
We're only 1/10 of the season. There's a lot of baseball.
Oh yeah, there's a ton.
Taijuan
Left.
Walker looks solid.
But the only thing, I guess the things that
You gotta
gives me,
understand this guy.
things that
Yeah,
gives
never
you,
mind.
the things that would
It's
give
an
you,
inside joke that I promised I would put on the show.
the things that would give you hope about the Mariners are our bullpen was a big question mark. Right now we have the 7th best bullpen with
Right.
our ERA is 2.6. Our bullpen's been
But listen,
phenomenal.
if you come across this and you're hearing the Mariners news and you're unimpressed because you're not a Mariners fan, good. Let us know about your team. Tell us about baseball teams that win. Go ahead. Talk to us on Bud State, at the Twitter, at the Facebook, at the Instagram. Let us know about your team. Because I do understand, and this is what I've been thinking, Bud State is for everybody. Okay? Bud State is where you go and you get your degree and you get to walk out a smiling, proud American citizen. Because you went to Bud State and you went and finished your higher education. Okay? It's not just for Seattle fans. Now, yeah, we're stationed in Seattle, and we're going to talk about Seattle sports, but if you're listening to this and you come across it, you want to talk some baseball because you don't fucking like the Mariners, we don't blame you. We barely fucking like the Mariners either. So, it's okay. Either way, do what you got to do, but tell us about your team. Because we don't remember what it's like when a baseball team wins.
I feel like
tell us what it's like.
in most sports we covered the spectrum. Like the NHL, we went coast to coast because we don't have a fucking NHL team.
Except for me.
Right. The NFL, we went coast to coast. We talked
Right.
about the Eagles. We
All
talked
the way
about the Red.
across.
Hey, we talked about
All
the
the
big
way across.
story.
Now, are we at the end of our Mariners rant here? Because here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I want out of the Mariners. I'm tired, sick to fucking death of we come out and our pitching is amazing and our defense is great and we lose like 2-1, right? Or we come out and we score 10 runs and we should just stomp a team into the fucking ground.
And give up 11
But
runs
then
in the bottom of the ninth.
give up 7 and we keep it really close.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wait a minute. Why don't you do 2 things right on the same fucking day? You pieces of shit. Why is it the Mariners can't? It's like, oh, Felix is pitching. We're all going to take a day off, and Felix will handle it for us.
Same thing
Hopefully
with
we're
Taiwan.
gonna win.
Taiwan is right now. Walker has gotten the worst
Same
run
shit.
support in the major leagues. He's 1-0, and he's got a 1.5
It's
ERA.
fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. But anyway, listen. Here's where I'm at with the Mariners. Hashtag true to the blue.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
True to the
Wow.
Dan likes to do that when he doesn't have anything to say about the topic.
Clank it, clank it, clank it.
Cheers, Dan.
Just a tip, just for a second.
Fuck.
See if you like
So,
it.
hashtag true to the blue. We're bitching, we're whining, and damn it, we deserve to bitch and whine.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we've gone
all we
through
get.
enough years of this. However, I am willing to say, I think there's a shot.
I do.
I think there's a shot they could be at least, above 500 and go to the playoffs.
That's so sad that that's what we gotta fucking.
No, it's not sad.
Dream of
That's how teams come back.
You're
All
just,
teams
you
aren't good.
You just know what it feels like to be a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at. You just know what it's like to be a fan of
You know what it's like to be
forever.
a Cleveland most things fan.
Yeah.
All right, so
they have
are we ready for our alumni shout out? We're gonna go ahead and throw it up on the air.
Yeah,
Listen,
and I got
we had a Bud State alumni call into the show. He wanted to throw a shout out, and we've now decided all Bud State alumni, if you're out there, if you want to call in, the show didn't exist as long as our well established institution
Right.
of higher education.
Yeah,
right?
should we give out
So
like
Bud
the
State University has been out there for a long time, but the Bud State show
Should we
has
give out
not
what?
always been there.
the criteria to be a Butt State alum?
To be a Butt State alum,
you need to have watched the show once.
All you have to do is
one
have
thing.
attended Butt State University
For one
and accepted
class.
a degree of one
You gotta hold
form
your
or
dick.
another. So I'm gonna play this message that he left on my phone. He called in. Now this is one of our greatest tailbacks of all time.
Probably
right?
the best that's ever came through Butt
Huh?
State.
I mean,
Oh, hands down.
At least it's affirmative actions we come into play. We were a different school in the 60s.
Okay, yeah, sure. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about either. Larry Lewis was a solid tailback.
Larry Lewis was good.
Larry
His
Lewis,
bowel movement's a little different.
there's a now, and I believe next week are we putting Larry Lewis in the Hall of Fame?
I believe so.
Larry Lewis is he's in contention.
He's already in.
So here we go. Larry Lewis called me up. Here we go. Here we go.
Larry Lewis. The ringer is going up, not immediate.
I don't know why it's not playing.
Maybe your phone
This should be.
Maybe your phone's discriminatory against homosexuals.
Particle man, particle
man.
Hey, this is Slick Larry Lewis. And I just wanted to do my alumni shout out of the week to Butt State University, where I played tailback from 89 to 97. I wanted to do my alumni shout out and thank them for my advanced bachelor's degree in communications and a minor in scoring touchdowns on Saturdays.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Butt State, and to everybody out there, you're watching Butt State Live.
There we go.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry. You know,
Thank you, Larry, for calling in.
It's really great that he's surfaced now and sent us this video ever since
Right.
his whole debacle at the truck stop where he was
Right.
caught with the cop.
The whole crack thing.
Yeah.
Right? And by the way, alleged crack thing. Okay? Nobody knows that Larry Lewis actually had anything to do
Well, it was,
Like, it's
it
some-
wasn't
with
supposed to
crack
crack. It
cocaine.
was the
Think it's more
filleting the
Dumbledore?
officer.
More Drum Castle.
Dumbledore. That's good.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
Jesus yourself.
I got a Butt State alumni. Or, I mean, a Butt State Hall of Fame.
All of fame.
So who's going to now? By the way, hold on. Let's slow down because we're going
that's- too fast.
You know what? Really, what we should rename our show the fucking ADD show. 'Cause
Oh,
we
yeah.
just jump all over the place. So that was our alumni, Larry Lewis. He played tailback, as you heard,
From 89
for quite
to 90,
some time.
89 to 97.
He
He's
was
a
one
doctor
of,
now.
He was one of our finest running
He went to
backs.
schools for 8 years.
He's one of our finest running backs.
He injects butts with collagen.
The interesting thing about that team, all African American offensive line, white tailback, right? I mean, it was a weird team that year. Those 9 years? Anyway,
Butt State was breaking stereotypes.
Butt State has
Way
always
before.
been ahead of the curve
Yes, we had
Kind
in
of like the
that
city
regard.
of Red, where we were stationed.
In that regard.
so ahead that some would say we're even behind it. We come fully circled
Full circle.
around the curve.
Kind of like
we go.
when water's so hot
So-
it's cold.
Yes.
right. Yeah.
With your skin still peels the next day.
So, drinking the Drum Castle. It's been a solid Butt State show tonight, boys. Thanks for doing this. It's always a good time.
Always my pleasure. I'm
Always
glad you
a good
boys.
time.
Always good here bringing in. I
just
didn't wear any
glad.
deodorant today, boys. So I
Hey,
just want
let's.
you to know. Just dig
That's
on it.
it smells. That's not onions, but that's Funyuns.
It's pretty close. Yeah,
That's the chip form.
it is. I would say it's like the Frenchest French fried onions in the can is kind of what's going on here. Bloomin' onion. I was gonna get somebody.
I
Well,
tried to keep it together.
So this week we're gonna close out with our Hall of Fame inductee. We've been missing it for a couple weeks, but
but for the Butt State, by the way,
it's never guaranteed that someone's gonna get in.
Mr. Producer, can we work on getting an actual? Can we see all the Butt State Hall of Fame members so far?
Never.
Next week.
Yes,
Could we work that out?
Dude, if
Can
you
we make
send
sure
if
that
you, if
happens?
you send it to me, I can get you a Google spreadsheet. Shit, I can get
No,
you.
no, no,
I can,
but I
Google,
mean,
I can get you a Google
just a
spreadsheet
little
by 2
scroll
a.m.
down.
You don't want to know
Hey,
how.
easy. I just want a little scroll down.
Yeah.
And show the pictures and
That's
the
what a Google
names.
spreadsheet is.
That's not a Google spreadsheet.
I can make a Google spreadsheet with a scroll down.
God damn it! We
No,
just
it's
get to
gonna
the
look like a fucking golf scorecard. That's what it's gonna look like. It won't have pictures
I
and
can get
names. and-
okay, right. Have you seen the fucking memes I post on our Facebook? I can
I've seen that
create
haircut.
anything you want.
I've seen your haircut. It's always. Matt knows just how to throw a stick in your spokes when you're riding your bicycle down the street.
That was a jacking off makes you fat. Comment.
It really was.
It's like,
There's
yeah,
no
I'm just-
comeback from that when he fucking spoke sticks you.
You know?
Are we doing butt state after dark?
If you're gonna serve it up on rye bread, I'm gonna take the
We'll
sandwich.
take a break and we'll decide.
We're gonna do after
During a
dark.
break.
We're doing after dark. You
I
can
feel like
suck
After
me from
Dark's
the
gonna be
backside.
Matt might be by himself, but he's gonna.
If I gotta punch Dan in the dick and keep this computer, we're doing after dark. Here we go.
All right, so in all,
Butt state.
So we got what we got.
Hall of Fame.
We got the summer Olympics. We got the Summer Olympics coming up, right? So pretty good.
Wrestling is in the Summer Olympics, which I love, but I'm get confused by because it's a winter sport.
I just smelled some. What's going on in your finger there, boss?
It's twice. It's twice.
What vagina
So-
jokes?
No, just almost spit.
2 spit takes in
Who
10
we're going to
minutes.
talk about is the American wrestler
Beer's fruity as shit.
Jordan Burroughs, who wrestles at
Oh yeah.
163
Yeah.
pounds or
I'm already in.
74
Let's
kilograms.
talk about some Jordan Burroughs.
Let's just read it off. So his Olympics / World Championship
seriously.
record is
Let's get serious for 2 seconds.
24-1. He started out in 2011. He won gold at the World Championships, which
way too good.
He's fucking seriously
which
Why is he a
coincidentally
Hall of Famer?
was held in Istanbul.
Not-
and if
not
you know,
Constantinople.
Istanbul was Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul. Now Constantinople been a long time gone. Constantinople. Okay, then he won. He also won gold the same year in the Pan American Games. Then
I
2012.
like on his notes he's got Istanbul
know.
was
Where did he
Constantinople.
go to
A
college?
little bullet point.
I didn't look that up. I don't know.
Well, fuck. That kind of ruined my point.
Istanbul
Okay, go ahead.
technical.
In 2012, he won gold at the London Olympics, and then in 2013, he won gold at the World Championships. 2014, he won bronze. Fuck that. In 2014, he won gold at the
Fuck
Pan
his bronze medal.
Yeah.
2016 he won
That's like
mahogany.
that's the only thing he's won that hasn't been gold. 14, he won gold at the Pan American Championships. 15, he won gold at the World
Did he
Championships.
get caught like fucking his
15,
sister? Why is he
he
in
won
our...
Pan American Games. 16, this year he won gold at the Pan American Championships, and then this summer he's
Here we
competing
go.
in the
Here
2016
we go.
Olympics.
Okay,
in-
Rack that gold
where is
medal
that?
up.
Rio? They're in Rio, right?
Rio.
He sounds far too accomplished to be part of our Hall of Fame. I just gotta
I
be
gotta
honest.
say that too.
He
But,
sounds like
however-
he's never taken
however,
an L in his whole life.
Wrestling is a sport that's
Wrestling
easily
is a
looked
sport
over,
that doesn't
which is,
get
I feel
enough
like why
credit,
we
so
need to
we
put him
should
in
do
our
it.
Hall of Fame.
Right. Right, because wrestling doesn't get any credit.
Now, if you how many people like we were talking about earlier, if we went to Pike Place Market and you brought up the name Jordan Burroughs, how many out of 10
they
people?
should fucking know.
How many people
Jordan
would know?
Burroughs is
Zero.
so sick, right?
I would say 0 people would
I
know
didn't.
that name if you brought it up
I didn't until you
to
said
10,
it right now.
10 random people on the streets.
As long as we're talking about Jordan Burroughs, I almost want to save this for after dark. We got to get a little drunker for this
Would you
conversation.
say he's better or worse than Jordan Tunnels, or
Do
better
you
or
know
worse?
that at I don't know if it's going to be a two. What they say 199? It doesn't matter. CM Punk from the WWE
Okay.
Is going to be a UFC
is
fighter.
going to fight in the UFC.
I used to have a pretty good wrestling background.
No, he
did.
doesn't.
He won the WWF
No.
title.
Yeah.
The
that wrestling back-
WWF.
Yeah.
I was in Beirut. That was Jesse the Bus.
I know who that was. Listen, he's not ever wrestled. Apparently, for the last 2 years, he's been training MMA pretty serious. But he's never wrestled in his life. He has no wrestling skills at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't bode well for
Okay.
many.
You asked where
UFC
Jordan
fighters.
Burroughs. We should have known this. You asked
I-
where,
go
where
ahead.
Jordan Burroughs went to college.
Go ahead.
Fucking Nebraska.
I knew that.
But Nebraska
But
Lincoln.
that's why I was like, why aren't you. Anyway.
'Cause
And
what-
what did he do in Nebraska?
Oh,
Shuck corn.
and it's weird because I was on Bleacher Report and I was looking up the 30 coolest athletes you've never heard of, and Jordan Burroughs was on there, but it said not, and they only talked about his.
Just look real quick.
So
So
does,
what
like-
did he do in Nebraska?
Does Wikipedia say how many?
'Cause I'm not doing this tonight. I just want everybody to find out for themselves.
Does it say on Wikipedia how many gang rapes he participated in? At
Yeah,
fucking-
cool, Dan.
Woo!
Why are you gonna give the Ric Flair chest slap?
Because you don't need to be talking about legitimate athletes doing gang rapes. They get enough of that fucking talk anyway.
Well, I'm just trying to.
Every fucking male athlete now is a domestic violence abuser, so just calm down.
Well, then it's right up that alley.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need any more of that.
Old Tommy Ditches. Or
That
whatever his
narrative
fucking name is.
That narrative is terrible.
Terrible.
So why he's flipping his dick around? Still getting money off the Yola White scrambled hard. No.
Do you want us
the
the old outro toast?
Well,
Head into the after dark hours.
There's a long fucking list of
feel
what he
like-
did in college. This guy was a
Okay.
fucking decorated collegiate
that's my
athlete.
point.
Decorated veteran.
Like, I could read this all off, but that's a lot of shit to read off right now.
National
Awards,
titles.
honors.
So basically, he won. The one thing I'm picking up, he was a 2-time national championship.
Right.
He won the Hodge Trophy, which is basically the wrestling equivalent
That's all I was getting.
of
He was,
the Heisman.
He was a 2-time national championship. Is always.
And he basically won the wrestling Heisman Trophy,
essentially
is what it
yeah,
says.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent.
Right.
So-
Jordan Burroughs was unbelievable.
He's
He's-
not. He wasn't. He still
Let's see
is.
it. 2016 in Brazil.
He won the Pan American Championships leading into the Olympics. So
Now, see what I don't
And
know,
they asked
and I
him-
will
they
admit I
asked
don't know
him-
this. I don't know. Does he compete in all 3 styles? Does he only compete in 1, 2? I don't know what his deal is.
when I found on Wikipedia, I don't know. See, I'm not privy to the styles, but it lists him as a freestyle wrestler.
Well, I know he wrestles freestyle, but I don't know if he. So there's freestyle, there's collegiate, which is what you wrestle in high school,
One's Greco-Roman.
and there's Greco-Roman, which is all upper body, no leg shots. You can't touch the lower body.
So what is Olympic freestyle?
Olympic,
They have competitions in all 3.
freestyle. Freestyle is
So
a
I'm guessing
style.
he was listed.
Collegiate is what you wrestle in high school.
So
It's
I'm guessing he
also Olympics.
competes because, like, on his wiki page, it lists him as a freestyle wrestler, and that's what his medals were
Basically,
won in.
to put it as simply as I can, in freestyle, take a lot of the ground game away from it. You put a guy basically straight to his back and try to pin him, or you're gonna end up getting up. Stalling's encouraged in freestyle. Collegiate is what you wrestled in high school, so you know how that works.
Okay.
That's upper body, lower body, everything's cool, and you're gonna work on the ground. You're working for a pin. And then in Greco-Roman, you're only allowed to work on the upper body. You're still trying to put him down. You're still trying to pin him, but you can't shoot on his legs.
Lower body's only for after the match when you're having butt sex.
After when you're
Greek
when
style.
and Dan has to perpetuate forever.
I think it's time
the
for after. I
stereotype.
think it's at that
Wrestlers are
comment.
gay. Here we go.
So Jordan Burroughs is in
When
the
the
Butt State Hall of
glass
Fame.
is full, drink up, drink up. This may be the last time we see this cup. If God wanted us sober, he'd knock the glass over. So why it is full, we drink up, drink up. We first in the fruity beer.
Dude, if you drink them both at the same time, it's legit.
It's pretty solid. I drank them one after another.
After Dark, 10 minutes.
Stay tuned for Butt State After Dark. You know,
After Dark is Periscope and YouTube. Let's get that
Periscope,
shit rolling
YouTube.
Again.
Your grandma has been saturated all evening looking at my beautiful face, but she just saw Dan's dong, and now she's super wet.
We'll keep your grandma's.
Turn it off.
That's our sign off. Grandma's wet. Grandma's wet. Grandma's wet.